Quake Open League Playoffs. This is the final day of the very first edition of the EU Challenger Division, and I am once again joined by my faithful co-caster Taka. How are you doing today?
Hello everybody! Hoping for an appropriate ending to what has been a very good cup so far with all the group stage games that we have casted. We have a bit of a scheduling, how shall we say, I don't want to say problem, but I want to say chaotic situation, where people weren't sure if it starts now or in an hour. So some games might be out of sync, there might be some waiting time involved, but we've got one to start off right now. That's Holdennn versus Rell.
Yeah.
Rell being the only one in his group to take a map off of Max-Strafe, who pretty much just ran straight through there, so he got second place. And Holdennn, meanwhile, was the winner of that super tight group, if you remember, with Pekka and Meowth.
Oh yeah.
He was the only one unbeaten in there, although he did drop some maps.
Yeah, we've definitely... These are two high-level players.
Yes,
definitely
absolutely.
Contenders to make it far. Hey, Vincent, welcome to the stream, man. So, we're gonna try and cast as many games as we can today. There's some people who are a bit delayed, some people who thought that it wasn't going to start until an hour from now. So we'll just make it up as we go. See where we go. But we're going to start this one off on Holdennn.
Going straight in. That's an interesting opening from Holdennn. Going for that small armor. But yeah, we've got double Visors, double Galenas, and double Dooms. We've got a full mirror match, despite some slightly off-meta picks. Like, I'm surprised that we're not seeing a Ranger, for example.
Yeah, then again, of course, Galena always useful on maps with teleporters and bounce pads. Still, Ranger very useful on this map. You can use him to get from all the way down below at heavy to mega pretty quickly. Holdennn really on the back foot. Gonna make his way to some pickups. Not gonna get there in time though. So after the Visor versus Visor, we're getting the Visor versus the Galena. I'll be on Rell now. Follow Killer will just be on for most of this match.
Yeah.
Comes aside.
You notice he was looking the right way simply because that Galena picked up a... oh wow, nice rockets.
Yeah.
Simply because she picked up the nail gun. Like, even just a weapon pickup sound is enough.
Oh,
to
definitely.
pay attention to the right corner.
Sound is hugely important in Quake. Holdennn moving off that heavy just a second too soon, and now we've got Galena versus Galena, so both players definitely have to play it cautiously around the teleporter.
The items are exactly in sync as well. Oh, he's actually stealing the small armor, not letting Rell get any of those, because he knows Rell only has the Mega, which means his armor will probably not be at its maximum.
Yep.
Just like, you can't stack up here.
Excellent read by Holdennn.
Yeah.
Forces Rell to retreat. For those who might...
be both going for armor, is that right? Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
that's
Gonna be another fight, probably a kill here.
Yeah, Holdenn's rockets on point. He's wiggled Rell down to the Doom. For those who don't know, only the heavy armor and mega health allow you to overstack. Which is why sometimes it's useful to damage yourself just a little bit, so you can take up the little armors and healths as well, to deny them to your opponent.
Prepare to fight.
So that was a really fast round just now.
Yeah. I mean, and not just fast in the sense of a 3-0, but there were some intensive trading of frags going on still. It's not something you see very often. And again, Ruins is probably, as we discussed before, one of the more neutrally sized maps.
Yes. I mean, in pure size, if you literally just want to talk about distance, it is quite large. But because there's so much drop-down stuff, and you know, the wings of the map only have small pickups, you spend your time actually playing on a section of the map that is averagely sized.
That's true. And the angles are probably not as long and broad as you might have on a DM6, for example.
Ooh, that's a hard rail to miss.
Yeah.
I mean, a tough one. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
A bad one to miss.
Yeah. And he's gonna pay for it too. Rell immediately bubbling down on Holdenn's Galena on the respawn.
This is a tad aggressive from Rell here. Gets away with it.
He's gotta be careful because that light machine gun that stacks up the damage.
Still going in. What are you doing?
Rell is playing super aggressively off the bat right away. Paying off so far, but still. 9 damage a bullet for the light machine gun. That adds up quickly. All it takes are a few shots when you're down to 60 HP and you're done for. Oh, and another real miss like that. I think maybe the nerves are getting to these players. They have made it to the playoffs. Money is actually on the line today.
Yeah. First place gets $100, and I believe second through fourth get some in-game items. Although that is of course a huge disparity.
Yeah.
Because in-game items are, what, in the realm of like €2 if you were to find them in the store?
Something like that. So coming in first
Is a big deal, yeah.
for sure. It's a lot more on the line in these matchups than just some skill rating. Yeah, Rell's railgun accuracy.
Still going, my god, that is incredible aggression from Rell.
It's not gonna pay off for him either.
No, I would argue that at this level of aggression, with that amount of stack, it is a mistake. Like,
Yeah.
sure, sometimes you might get away with it if your opponent misses their shots, if they're really not expecting it. But at the end of the day, you shouldn't bank your strategy on the hopes that your opponent is bad.
Yeah, not
You
at
know?
all.
Especially not against Holdennn.
Yeah, Rell's showing a lot of unfettered aggression. It's definitely not holding back, and that's something that only occasionally pays off.
Ooh, I'd be going in with LG right now. I'm not sure if Holdennn kept good track of just... Wow, yeah, just avoided that.
Yeah, that
Holdennn
was
kept good track of Rell's stack there.
Oh,
'Cause
he
that
hears
was
the
quite
bounce
low.
back.
That's not enough hits. Time to run, Holdennn. Ooh, that could have killed you.
Yeah, that last double jump. So tricky. Rell is waiting for him though. Reads him perfectly, tying it up 1-1.
Yeah, I do actually agree. For both of these players, a lot of the movement looks nervous to me. I don't want to say indecisive, I don't want to say unskilled. It's just sort of, what do I do now? I'm over here, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I think they're gonna loosen up a bit though. They're just the
Yes.
start of a big tournament. These are
That's right.
players who, I mean, are obviously good at the game, no doubt about that. But they're definitely not veterans when it comes to the high-level competition.
Yeah,
so,
not to mention, there's so many decent and good players that signed up to this tournament. The fact that they're in the playoffs already shows that these are not the kind of people that completely lose to nerves. Like, I'm
Yeah.
sure they'll get into the zone. I'm sure we'll see some really good level play.
yeah, just need to get into it, warm up a bit, shake the nerves off. I'm sure they'll get there in no time. Rell setting a trap though. It's a dangerous drop down though. It's gonna take a rail for it.
Very liberal use of his piercing sight.
Yeah.
Using it almost whenever it's up. That's probably a good idea, I'd argue, since it's fairly hard to read when the perfect moment would be.
Yeah,
So
that's
you might
true.
as well just go quantity over quality.
Especially when you're up against another visor who might be peeking in on you at any possible time, trying to set traps. I think that using your sights as often as you can, probably, definitely, good strategy. Seems like Rell is more or less being confined to the bottom area of the map, whereas Holdennn seems to be in control of the top, circulating the mega, the heavy. Rell managing to stay alive, and he's breaking free though.
Yeah, he finally got himself rockets.
Yeah. Now Holdenn's got his side too though. There's no health levels available for him.
Yeah,
He's
Rell just
looking
went to
for
that
them.
small armor, even though it's not up, and even though he doesn't need it. He couldn't pick it up even if it was.
Yeah. That's a bit of a misplay by Holdennn though, letting him get the mega completely uncontested. Just missing the exit rails, not doing any damage. And Rell is landing the shots now.
So nice hit. Some
1,
more.
2,
Still
3.
available, but now it's push time. Now it's push time for Rell. That
Yeah,
mega has really
Holdennn
turned things
jumped.
around. Wow. 4 rails. That's all it takes.
I was expecting Holdennn to immediately round the corner and jump down to the left, but he just jumped into the room. I don't think he was expecting the chase at all, and then the LG and the rail in the back is gonna finish him off very quickly. Good rocket by Holdennn though. Oh, this is a dangerous push.
Knockback. Oh yeah, the knockback stopped him from getting that mega.
Yeah, when you jump into an LG and you get hit a lot, and it's gonna kill all of the momentum you have. Used to be the same with the previous starting nail gun. The more hits you took, the slower you went and the more damage you opened yourself up to. Now Rell definitely in a good position to take this round. He's 2 champions ahead. There's 2 minutes to go, but there he finds his opponent. Holdennn Definitely understacked right now. He's gonna fall down. Oh, that would have been a kill.
Yeah, that punch had hit. But
Yeah,
the
he
thing
falls
is,
just short.
yeah, when you see your opponent go berserk, you know all he has is his fists. So either he's running at you in a straight line, trying to disclose the distance, trying to punch you, or he's running away.
Yeah.
And since there's only two options, since there's no point in, you know, just dodging back and forth, tracking something like that with the LG, especially if you're a good player, just becomes a lot easier.
Yeah.
And the Doom ends up taking a lot of damage. Right, both items moderately delayed.
Yeah, 5 seconds between the two of them. Could allow the person in control to cycle between them. Then again though, 5 seconds is difficult to make them both. Rell is still expecting Holdennn to be there. Yeah, that's a trap. It springs it just so
That's
soon.
Holdennn playing his rocket advantage right there. He knows that he has rockets and that Rell does not.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I'm going to get myself into a situation where rockets are by far the best weapon to use. But Rell does not fall for it.
Yeah. Rell was in a good position to potentially deny Mega. Was a bit too slow going up there though, and Holdennn manages to get in and out. No damage taken, no damage dealt. Maintaining the status quo.
Oh, he saw him use the piercing sight as well. You can tell
when you use the
hand
sight,
animation.
your character model performs a little animation. So if you see someone, you can definitely tell when they are using one of their abilities. So
good hit.
Yeah,
hit. Time for Mega and then more damage.
Yeah, Rell setting up nicely. Oh,
very good play.
The room.
Yeah, if anything, that was a mistake on Holden's part.
Yeah, but he managed to do a phenomenal amount of damage though. After losing out on the opening fight, he got down Rell to just 20 HP, so this is definitely Holdennn in control right now. He's gonna pick up heavy.
But yeah, that was textbook play from Rell just there. He hears the pad being taken, gets a solid rail.
Yeah, Holdennn
knows he can get faster to Mega and then gets even more damage.
Yeah, Holdennn definitely out of positioning there, going for the double jump, the stationary double jump as Doom against an LG, and that's just gonna melt the stack. Rell back in control, hoping to
that meteor.
Two good rockets. I'm going to switch back to Holdennn for now, because this is his final champion for the first map. Potentially, at least, if he dies now. He will cede it to Rell. Oh, he hears that pickup, and there comes
just
the opponent.
MG. That's not good news.
Yeah, you saw Holdennn. He jumps in there, and he hears the pickup, and he just freezes. He doesn't move at all, hoping that Rell will go through the teleporter, back away, but no, he will not. He's just gonna jump on up the bounce pad, catch him with nothing but a machine gun. That's gonna be a pretty convincing victory for Rell.
Yeah, it's the first map for the player with the lower seed, actually.
Yeah.
But you got to keep in mind, Holdennn has a long history. Well, I say a long history. 2 of his wins, 2 of his 5 wins, were 2-1.
Yeah.
While none of Rell's were. So, even though that being kind of a small sample size, I'm willing to say that's a sign of Holdennn not tilting. That's a sign of Holdennn being able to clutch out important maps, being able to turn stuff around or prevent things from being turned around against him, even though even after losing a map.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's far from over, and our second map will be Corrupted Keep.
I think especially at this level, most of these players are more than just averagely resilient when it comes to tilting and throwing, so...
Yeah. Well, Xhep is in the place.
Yeah. Well, Xhep is about to go up against Eccentric, who is a fellow Dutchman. So, yeah, I wasn't aware of that either, but Eccentric contacted me on Discord. So, it should definitely be interesting. I'm also going to see if I can get an overlay up, because this is best of 3, single elimination.
I gotta say, is the chat empty? At least, or has been for the past 10 minutes. I'm keeping an eye on it, and either my phone is not updating, or we gotta get a bit more hype in this chat. I mean, come on, guys.
There's 16 people watching, and there's been 2 people who said something, but that's a little while ago. But then again, there's almost 900 people in the main Quake champions.
That's true. That's
so.
because Elite is going on at the same time right now.
Yes.
But the good news is we'll be streaming longer because Elite only starts at the quarterfinal today. So quarterfinal, semifinal, grand final, and we actually have a round of 16 down here in Challenger. So our cast will be running longer, and I hope that by the end of it, just in time for the grand final, people will be there to see it.
That's why I was suggesting we stream at least more than one quarter, though, because Elite is casting all 4 quarterfinals, so they will be doing 7 games.
But with these weird delays, we're gonna have to be a little bit spontaneous anyway, as we start up into the first fight of this one. Oh, air rocket's not hitting. That's not enough splash damage here.
Rell getting good defensive LG off there, but now he's trapped. Yeah, Holdennn knows it. Let's see for the what?
That's another situation of Rell playing unbelievably aggressive considering his low stack.
And to his detriment too.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see a
pattern
almost. Again, Rell going super aggressively. Starting to see a pattern. Rell at the start of each map starts off super aggressively. Holdennn checks him a bit. He slows it down and he manages to take it.
I think Rell might be the only player that I know who is better at keeping track of the opponent's stack than his own. Like, take a look at the bottom left corner occasionally, okay, Rell? And then you'll see a big improvement in your gameplay.
And again, we've got mirror picks.
Yes,
Vizor,
exactly the same as
Doom,
before.
Galena, yeah. No changes made there.
They seem to not be very fond of Ranger.
No,
would have been a viable pick on both of the maps so far. And yeah, Rell now in a very awkward spot.
Yeah, it definitely seems like after the most recent patch, especially in 2v2, there's a lot more just personal preference picks, rather than people really trying to counter pick or change it up all the time because of the map. Like in 2v2 when I got to the ESL Grand Finals and there were no changes made in any of the maps. Oh, that rocket!
Solid.
Yeah, Holdennn takes it very solidly. That rocket though, it could have done so much damage, but it just barely misses him. First map, or first round rather, is going to Holdennn. For those of you who are just tuning in, Rell took the first round. I'm going to set up an overlay with map scores after this one. So for Holdennn, this is the make it or break it.
Yeah, over there. Very aggressive, but he got more damage out of it than he took.
Yep. Rell looking good. Both major items to his name. He's got the side out, catching Holdennn. Rockets need to be spectacular now to still win this.
One rocket remaining and 4 LG hits before death.
Oh, Holdennn getting out of there.
Oh, it's just the perfect timing, but that's not a spot you want to get caught in either.
Nope. Rell's smart enough not to drop down, just standing on there. Being perfectly happy to just rain down pain from above. And again, there comes the side. Holdennn looking the wrong way. Getting the mega though, but will it be enough? No, it won't.
That LG, from both players to be honest, is just
and
Holdennn's
gonna get caught out again.
Compared to my gameplay, at least.
This might be so painful. What about compared to my gameplay after yesterday? Rell hears him, doesn't have the side, but he's still got a very good idea for his opponent is. And now Holdenn's got an LG of his own. Oh, this is definitely Rell doing most of the damage, but Holdennn had the better stack after the opening damage he put out.
Yeah, and with the Mega right after, there won't even be much of a spawn rush, unless Rell makes a mistake here. She does not, he knows it's wiser to go for armor right now. But Holdennn waiting at the top.
Yeah.
Rell's smart enough not to take that teleporter. He can hear the LG, and he can sort of predict that that might be Holdenn's play anyway.
Yeah, definitely. Holdennn seems very reluctant to take any of the smaller health bubbles, and he gets bullied off the Mega. Oh, the damage is solid though. He knows that Rell is slow, but he isn't too all stacked on himself. Oh, good rocket.
Decent hit. It's time to push in, Holdennn. This could be your frag. If you just chase in a straight line.
He's going to manage his aggression a bit.
He decides to play it safe. I think that might be a mistake considering he's a frag behind and he needs to, you know, find the first opportunity where you can logically be aggressive. But that is both items to his name. Oh no, he didn't pick it up!
Maybe not so much! And again, this is the second time that Holdennn moved off it just a second too soon. LG versus LG, neither backing down.
It wasn't even too soon, it was there the entire time. He just sort of walked around it, I assume unintentionally.
He landed on the ledge and then just swiveled around it more or less before going through the portal.
Yeah.
You can tell the moment he jumps, he's like looking back like, wait! Grasping, reaching out for it, and then Rell shows up and he's like, oh.
He's still got that frag though, putting both players on the final champion for this round.
Now I've got a Doom versus a Galena. Holdennn definitely has the mobility and the more sudden aggressiveness to his character.
Decent hits for the great.
Yeah, Holdennn coming out on top
so
so far.
Great item timing. And it's time for Holdennn to run. Oh, he got the pad. That might be death.
Yeah, that was a bit of a slow reaction, I think, by Holdennn. He kept pushing in for a few more steps after hearing the bounce pad.
Yeah.
I think he might have been a bit confused or heard his own rockets over it.
Round begins in 3.
Still, though, amazing damage output by Rell there, because it definitely looked like Holdennn was on top. Shooting those rockets from above, he was definitely the most stacked one, doing the most damage, but then the second he drops down, Rell just lands perfect rockets. Visor versus visor, both players knowing exactly where the opponent is. It's a nice delay on the heavy for Rell though.
Yeah.
Oh, no damage done. Holdennn on the other hand. Yeah, Holdennn can drop down now. He's even going to go down right away. This is why it can be so useful to delay the items, because now Rell gets the frag.
Rell had 51% LG just now.
Oh, wow.
Oh, walks to the totem! Didn't he hear her voice line of placing it down?
Holdennn, heavy is still up. Heavy hasn't been taken yet. I don't think Holdennn realizes this. Rell, of course, knows. Oh, that's a bit of a misplay. It's a bit of a misplay by Holdennn, because the heavy still wasn't taken yet. Yeah, Holdennn, of course, the lower ground can't stick around for too long once the damage comes in.
Oh, he's not careful enough with that teleporter.
Yeah, very easy to forget who you're up against when you're playing a Galena.
I think it's just planning to hide right now. Yeah, just trying to get out. 50 health is not someone you want to fight with. Unless you're Rell, I suppose.
You should have seen the heavy spawn there, though, so Holdennn should have a perfect idea of when it's been picked up. Oh, he hears his opponent.
He hears him.
Yeah, looking the wrong way. Holdennn, his sound. And he can't drop, he knows at the moment he does.
No. He should have at least tried to back out into that nailgun room for cover.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it would have worked, considering Rell's LG, but still. To just stay there fighting is not enough.
I feel like something is off about Holden's sound cues. Same with the jump pad earlier, and now with... Yeah, again. Rell jumping up behind him there, near the hour.
Oh, that's some good hits though.
Yeah, from
both sides are both low, which means that Rell is going to push. Oh, am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Well, Holdennn picked up Mega. I think Rell knows this.
Yeah. I've actually stacked up roughly equally. Rell just with the smaller items.
Yeah.
But that's a tough position to be in.
But their heavy's about to spawn. Holdennn should definitely deny him. Holdennn!
Ooh, he pinned him in the air really well, but the stack
8
difference...
HP.
Yeah.
8 HP. One more.
Time to get some bubbles, because that armor is useless to you if you have such little health.
Yeah. Mega will be up, but Holdennn knows he can't cross the map like that. He can't contest for it. He needs
sooner or later, sooner or later he needs to find some bubbles. There they are.
You will get a few of them.
Good stack, but he instantly gets found. And he's super low again.
That little ledge has claimed so many lives, because once you're on there, there's nowhere to go.
Prepare to fight.
There's a death drop behind you, and then getting back into the room, very difficult, and dropping down. Well, we all know how well that goes against an LG.
Fight.
Rell, currently on map point already.
Yeah, on match point.
Match point, yes indeed. Holdennn started off so convincingly on this map, but
Yeah,
his
I'd
initial
argue,
lead-
I'd argue in the second round, Holdennn also could have won it, and it's super close.
yeah.
He's only in the past
Rell
one
setting up a
really
trap.
got the ball.
Good rocket. Holdennn the suicide, but Rell is low though.
Yeah, that was not only opponent's damage, but also self-damage, because he was using the rockets at absolute point blank.
Yeah. Holdennn, I
Needs
think
this
it's
mega.
a puzzling pick to go for Galena though, given how low Rell was. Could have probably done an instant refrag, but of course it's always difficult to tell how low your opponent is.
Yeah, especially when some of that damage came from self-rockets.
Yeah.
You never know how much
Definitely
that is.
Yeah. Hindsight and spectator vision are of course
Yeah.
2020, but aggressive push by Rell. He's got the great positioning, got a tiny bit of high ground,
Yeah.
making it very difficult to
Time
land
to
those
win
rockets.
the fight now, he's meeting him here, that's a good
Yeah.
place.
Good rocket. Holdennn can't get
Rell,
to his totem on
One
time.
frag away from making it to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, Holdennn does get that mega health though. I'm on Holdenn's point of view right now because this is really the back against the wall, make it or break it moment. Keeping out the gauntlet as to not make any sort of noise with the weapon that he's holding.
Yeah, if viewers don't know it, to you the gauntlet makes a sound, but enemies can't hear it, unlike LG or Rell.
Yeah. Nice. Holdennn, well played, very patient play. Good damage too. Rell,
Yeah.
still the more stack though. Mega, get that
Roughly
mega.
equal
Yeah.
health, but that mega for Holdennn is gonna give him the edge now. Time
Yeah.
to push, time to cancel this out. This champion advantage.
Yeah. Ooh, that's
not
man,
enough, that's
such
not
a
enough.
risky choice because they're so such an inconsistent way of dealing damage. One good rocket will finish off Holdennn
Yeah,
now.
but that's
And Heavy goes to his
armor.
opponent. Holdennn, what are you doing?
Needs to find a way out, one way or another.
A mega shot.
Piercing
goes to-
sight, almost up.
Yeah, Rell's
Both
gonna take
items
mega.
to Rell.
Oh no, this might be it.
This is the end.
And he looks the
There
wrong
it is.
way.
Round 4 complete.
Very aggressive push by Rell, but he knew that he was low, that he was stacked, so well played by both.
There's not much Holdennn could have done at the end, simply because he had lost so much health by dropping down near that armor.
Yeah. I still
And-
can't.
Combine that with the fact that Rell won the race to Mega, that Rell had piercing sight up. There's just
Yeah.
nothing you can do once you're in that situation. The only thing you could do is try to prevent it in the first place.
I definitely don't understand that drop down though. He was already only at like 60 HP, 70 HP, and still he jumps back in against an opponent below you with an LG waiting. Okay, oh, it looks like Weird and Xhep, they have just flipped. Hang on. Just looking for the next match to get into.
For the viewers, I'll take you through this next match, if that's what it is. I'm just going to take the wild guess that we are getting this Xhep versus Eccentric game. Xhep got second place in his Group A, where the only match he lost was against Limp. We casted that. He kind of tilted and threw at some point. Obviously, he went into the game honestly trying, and then kind of turned against him and he threw. And apart from that, there was, in general, a group with a lot of default wins. Only one of those actually went to Xhep, but still, the group overall had a lot of games skipped. Meanwhile, Eccentric is the first place of Group G. Although there too, there were not that many games played. Not because there were defaults, in fact there wasn't a single one, but simply because that was one of the only groups that had only 5 players in it.
Yeah.
So, being in the top 2 out of 5 is automatically slightly easier than being in the top 2 out of 6.
Definitely.
Not to mention, this is the closest matchup in terms of skill rating in this round of 16. I believe Xhep has 2082 and Eccentric has 2100 exactly. So that's very, very close from the in-game ranked system. And by the way, the winner of that game will be going up against Jeesuspietari in the quarterfinal, because the latter has already won against Croker.
Okay. Nice and quick. Okay, well, it definitely looks like we will be invited here. They are currently in the menu. I'm just waiting for an invite by Xhep. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I will show the
Little reminder for the map score overlay and the stream title.
Yeah, indeed. Let me set that up. There's a lot that goes into it that you might not know. It's a lot of effort every single time to change the things. Well, I can't change the names yet in the overlay, but...
Alright, I'll take us through the maps. It will be Blood Run, which was Xhep's pick, Veil of Noth, which was Eccentric's pick, and Runes of Sarnath as the decider map if needed.
Okay, sounds good.
Can I say ready on your behalf?
Yeah, definitely. You can go right ahead. I'm just trying to add it to the stream title very quickly. Xhep versus Eccentric. There we go. Updated the stream title. Hey Ginger and Sue and Tom Korchak, welcome to the stream, guys. How are you all doing? Chatting feels like interrupting the commentary. Oh, you wouldn't interrupt us. Tom, don't worry.
Prepare for draft.
Right.
Okay,
Xhep looking to be in a better mood today. Which is not something that you should underestimate. Especially if you're a bit more of an emotional player. And I say that as an emotional player. You know, overall you might say it's a weakness, because tilting is such a massive disadvantage. Yep. But the fact is, if you're in a good mood, it can carry you. It can really help you to, you know, feel the game and really go for it.
Definitely. Which reminds me that I have to start playing more duel myself and just casting it. Hey Blady, welcome to the stream. Okay, I have the overlay set up. Title has been updated. This is going to be another round of 16. Eccentric versus Xhep. Two Dutchmen. Gonna start this one off on Eccentric. Map picks are full meta for Eccentric.
Visors first on both sides, and we see another starting nail gun from Eccentric. Yeah. We've seen this on Blood Run before, although that was in the bronze match. Now that I see a good player use it, of course I can find excuses for why it might make sense. Because there's a little nail gun spam line. Why is he not pushing? That's great damage. That's great damage, Eccentric.
Oh, he's sitting up nicely.
This might be a kill. There it is. And mega for him as well. Time for armor.
I definitely think, based on what I have seen from Eccentric, he's in the running to be one of the top players this tournament. Oh, yeah. He's a very tactical player.
That's something I like to hear.
Yeah.
But I have to admit, I don't recognize Eccentric's name from other tournaments.
He used to go by the name Weird, so that's a name that people might be more familiar with.
Yes.
Like in the older Quake days. I'm very surprised to not see a Ranger on Xhep's team, because Ranger is usually like one of the go-to champions on this map, simply because the grate is made for him, the little grate above Mega.
Plus, and then you're throwing it up to the armor from low ground.
Yeah.
But you gotta keep in mind, this map is amazing for a lot of these on the verge of the meta champions. You know, Galena with all the pads and teleporters, but also Doom. You know, double jumping up to the armor or up to shotgun.
Yeah.
Without needing a rocket or something like that. They're all really useful here.
Eccentric getting a good 2-frag lead right away. That gives him some information. He knows that there's
used the rail there.
Yeah.
Not sure what he was trying to line that up with the rocket there.
Wolf player slowing it down. Well, mainly Xhep though, because Xhep's on his final champion. He's just trying to hang in there. Good damage combo, but Eccentric himself is pretty low. There comes Xhep. Good rockets.
Ooh, if that rail had hit.
Yeah, I think that would have been a kill for either. Eccentric, of course, knows exactly where Xhep is.
Yeah, still Xhep in complete control of both
Good
items.
rocket.
Where are those totems? Eccentric is backing through a lot of this map and never getting punished for it.
I feel like Xhep, from what we've seen, the totems that he placed down were pretty unconventional spots, like just flat on the Mega, for example, earlier. Quite a strange pick. Oh, Eccentric just barely making it out of the room.
Yeah, look. Eccentric can cross the entire map out of control backwards and he never runs into a totem. I'd argue that Xhep not using Galena to her full potential.
Yeah.
Because it's not like they're all getting cleared out or anything. And I say that just before this one's gonna get cleared out. Oh no, actually he's not doing it because that would give away his position and he'd rather lay a trap here.
Yeah.
Banking on the hopes that Xhep will take this teleporter.
Xhep seems to have a pretty good idea for his at, though. I mean, he knows that he's in this corner, shooting some rockets there.
Oh!
Oh,
That's
rockets.
some really good hits.
Yeah, definitely more damage done by Eccentric.
Missed that small armor!
Oh, that was so risky, but Xhep solo. Oh, got some armor, some health to stack himself back up.
If Eccentric had grabbed some of the small items in that nailgun room,
Yeah.
then Xhep would have found himself lower right now. This is an awkward situation to be in, but some good rail hits mean that Eccentric can take control here.
Ooh,
Xhep
that's
available, just survives, actually gets that armor. What a risk.
Yeah, Xhep jumping across, showing his face twice right there. And neither rail connecting. Yes, Jesus, this is the first map. There's an overlay at the top showing 0-0.
Jeesuspietari watching because he's going to be going up against a winner of this.
Yep.
So he'll be keeping a careful eye on the playstyles and what you might be able to do against them.
Oh, Xhep missing a very important rail. Xhep has 35 seconds to make up a frag. If he doesn't, Eccentric will take this first
Put
round.
that totem there, for fuck's sake. Sorry. Wait, did you not have totem ready?
I don't think he did.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
I stand corrected, I apologize.
Xhep needs to push in, and he's down to 2 HP now. This is such a good position for Eccentric to be in.
13 seconds to push with 50 health. Good luck.
Yeah.
Best thing he could have done would have probably been a rocket jump, even though that would have made him even lower. He's trying it now. 5 seconds, that's it. Yeah. Not much he can do.
He had to go for it. He had to push.
Yeah, yeah. It's basically an impossible task at that point. As long as Eccentric is paying attention, having the LG out, expecting the rocket jump, there's nothing you can do.
And Eccentric was also on the Doomslayer with much more mobility than the Galena, able to get out of fights so much easier.
Not to mention stack.
Yep, he definitely had the stack advantage there too. Eccentric again, the starting nail gun. Doing a tiny bit of damage.
Gets a few hits with it, although I do observe that thinking, maybe machine gun would have been better.
Yeah, I can't help but feel the same.
Little fake out on the jump pad, but once you pick up that LG, if someone's in earshot, they know that it was a fake out.
Yeah, Xhep standing there looking down.
Heard him behind?
Oh, yeah, nope, he's not gonna get caught out.
I like that by actually getting to see some. Oh, he bumped his head there.
Yeah, stopping the rocket jump.
I like that by actually seeing some tri-bolt usage. It's quite smart.
Yeah, and of course, Xhep is trying his hardest to deny some key weapons to Eccentric right now, because Eccentric still doesn't have a rail, still doesn't have a rocket. And he's not gonna pick up the railgun. Oh, Eccentric, that was... I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. He did a lot of damage to Xhep, though, if he's fast. Oh, Xhep didn't pick it up!
Oh, that was close.
Xhep almost throwing that one by accident, of course, but...
LG right there, and he needs that ammo.
Yeah, he needs rockets, too.
Yeah, that's the last one fired just now and it missed.
8 HP.
That's not healthy you want to be at. He's staying in for a rail! Oh, I think Eccentric is not aware. He's not aware of just how extremely low Xhep is right now.
Yeah, even in one.
If he runs into him randomly, that's still a great chance for him, though. Use something hit scan.
And Xhep hitting 2 good rails, though.
Grab that rocket ammo. There's rocket ammo in this room, please, Xhep. Please, thank you.
Is getting his ammo filled out again. Now both players, Eccentric just sitting right below him, Xhep just perfectly confident or happy, just throwing it down.
Oh, wow, the directs.
Round 2 complete.
Yeah.
That's a round 1 on aim.
Yeah.
And sort of on the fact that Eccentric wasn't pushing when Xhep was at 8 health.
Round begins in 3, 2.
Yeah, that was definitely a bit of a misplay.
Round 3. Fight.
Still be on Xhep. Good opening rail. Heavy's gonna go to him.
Ooh, good hits.
Yep. Now, of course, Xhep is still starved for weapons, but he should be able to get some now. He sees Eccentric all the way on the other side of the map, so he knows it's safe for him to go ahead to get himself some rockets. LG as well, probably.
Yeah, Xhep heard those time shards, those hourglasses being taken. So he knows
Yep.
that Eccentric is roughly somewhere around that elbow area. Watching it with the railgun, both ends of it.
Oh, Eccentric falling down.
There might have been a better weapon choice there than Rail, although you can't really predict that someone like that is gonna fall down.
Yeah, Eccentric. If that was a big mistake, and now
And the
he's
instant
caught
push
out.
again against just the starting weapon.
A lot of damage done though with the starting weapon. Xhep was down till 50 HP. Less than that. Yeah, I think that was just a mistake by Eccentric. He pulled the orb just a second too early and he picked up heavy but fell back down.
Yeah, and he was slightly too early on that armor, which was
Yeah.
enough for that rocket splash damage to kill him.
But now Eccentric isn't out of this just yet though. He's got the stack, he's got the control.
Good hit.
One good rail. Oh, no, 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 no.
If you're
should
going
be
through
able to
late,
get him.
oh, that's gonna be a totem.
Oh no! So confident. He missed that first punch and then he just...
I think
He
if
insisted.
Eccentric had,
Round begins in
how do I say it? If Eccentric had followed that Galena through the teleporter slightly faster, so that there's not enough time to put down the totem, then it would have been a good play. But he wasted just a tiny bit of time beforehand, which was enough for Xhep to get 100 extra damage in there, and that turned the fight around.
And now Xhep, ready on map point. Oh, good trap by Eccentric though.
Yeah.
That second rocket just barely missing him.
No rockets for Xhep, who has been...
Both items gonna be up at around the same time. Xhep just... Oh, Eccentric just pushing through.
Yeah, but that switch was a bit late.
Yeah, that's
So Eccentric
slow
finds himself on
weapon
low
switch.
health anyway.
Yeah, definitely. He...
Because it's just disorienting after you use the orb, you know? Like, if you're
Yeah.
not sure what direction your opponent is in, flicking over there might waste some time.
Eccentric should get this. Yeah, he will. He will clear it up.
Yeah, but he's left at less than 50 health. Mega in
Mega
5 seconds.
though. But I don't know if he's... I
If
don't
he
know
wants
if
to
he's
go
fast
for
enough.
it, yeah, it's risky.
He doesn't have the weapons either. All he has is a rocket launcher. He hears Xhep though. No, Eccentric. Mega's already been taken, man. I don't know if he's fully aware of that. Gotta be quick. Gets out of there just on time. Now he knows that Xhep's above him now. Xhep trying to catch him out.
Ooh. That was a good timing for the piercing side. He might have
Yeah.
been caught off guard otherwise. Ah, that's not enough splash damage there.
Yeah, the double jumping allowed Xhep to evade so much rocket damage in that little hallway. And there comes Eccentric. Getting the punches. Getting the punches. With 3 HP.
3 health, oh my.
Heavy going to him. Health bubbles will too.
Final champ of this round, and perhaps the map, if Xhep can take this.
Yeah, good rocket by Xhep though.
Yeah, they're still fighting for this bag, and that's really aggressive! Not gonna
Yeah.
work.
round 4 complete.
Xhep takes the first map.
Lose.
Yeah, bounced him all the way into the wall. Finishing it off. Eccentric saying netches, which loosely translates to neatly. As in neatly done. God, usually it's always Russian, and then I have nothing to add, but now that it's in Dutch, which is a language I actually speak, I can provide some high quality translations. I received chest, thank you Twitch. Hey, hang on, what did I miss? Because someone was asking, hey DSEC, this is 1v1, each picks 3 characters, and you keep a character until it dies. Yep. It's duels now a 3-round system, so at the start of each match, you pick 3 champions. You take turns picking them, and then it's if your champion dies, you need to move on to the next one. And at the end of each round, whoever has the most champions left, or whoever has the only champions left, will take the round. First to 3 wins the map. We're getting Veil first time we're seeing that one tonight.
Moving over to Eccentric's map pick. I'm sure we're being asked if we're ready. We sure are.
Yeah, definitely.
That was a pun, because I typed R right when I said it.
Eccentric saying that he's playing like a noob, but still he is ready to go.
Oh, Ginger and stuff talking about Eurovision.
Yeah.
Internet high five for you. They're saying the Dutch song was bad. The Dutch song was... It's quite interesting. I don't want to give away too much in case he's not comfortable having this on the internet, but we have a Canadian exchange student staying over currently, and he came home, I don't think during the Netherlands song, but like right before. So I was like, why are they playing country? Why are they playing American music in the Dutch Eurovision thing?
I don't know. I just saw the Israel one this morning, and that's it. So we're gonna see counter picks so far, or mirror picks rather, and then Doom versus... Seems like Xhep also liked Doom previous map, so we might see him make an appearance once more.
But I consider Doom to be less powerful on Veil of North than he is on Bloodrun.
Oh,
Sorlag.
That's an interesting pick.
Yeah, there is some acid around that she is invulnerable to. Yep. Not to mention there's so many little corners that any VQ3 champions, you know, the normal movement, can't gain much speed. If you add the twist of CPM to that, which is being able to keep your speed around corners, you'll be able to rotate the map so much faster than your opponent.
Yeah.
Yeah, but definitely with the strength of LG this patch, Sorlag is a risky pick these days.
Yeah, this definitely isn't as good of a map for Doom because there's just not that many like gaps that you can cross neatly with the double jump. You know, you can't, for example, get from where Xhep is at now to the top level without bounce pad.
He's still taking the pad twice into LG.
But still,
so risky.
He just
Why
keeps going for it?
I think. What happens to some players there, and I don't want to read too much into it. Hold that thought, hold that thought. That's a found of right off the spawn.
Surely Sorlag is gonna go down. Oh.
Keep chasing, LG, come on!
Wrong weapon! Wrong weapon, and now he's so low. Sorlag still not that stacked either. Mega, go on, get your ass to Mega, and that's exactly what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
Luckily for Xhep, there's an entire area of the map.
What I was trying to read into that first frag then, is that some players consider themselves trapped when they're caught at the bottom of that jump pad. My god, that LG! That's what happens when you play Sorlag and you get caught out. Some people consider themselves trapped because they're not seeing the option of taking the teleporter back. Because everybody, that teleporter right there, everybody just takes that to get up. Nobody ever takes it to go down. But when you're caught in an awkward spot like that, it might be the better play.
Oh, good rocket damage, Xhep so low.
Yeah.
Eccentric not picking up the rail, he still doesn't have the railgun.
Yeah, and he's taking a bit of a detour too. What I would have done there is going through the rocket launcher, because that has 2 bubbles and a shorter path into Mega Room.
Eccentric's also taking a lot of acid damage. He jumped into that every single time pretty much.
Yeah, but it's not much.
Yeah. Well, still it adds up though. If you jump into it twice going over to that armor and twice going back and then once more getting the rail, that's 5 little... How much damage is it? 8 to 10? That's...
I'm not sure.
Something like that. That's decent. Oh no, Eccentric was not expecting him to be there. Machine gun versus...
Oh! The totem paired with the self-dash.
Yeah.
I would have trapped that teleporter.
Oh,
wow.
Rocket's beautiful. Eccentric definitely more comfortable on his own map pick.
Yes, absolutely. You can tell this is his favorite map.
Yeah, this should be the end.
This is it's making it look easy.
Yeah.
Not only is Xhep a great player, but he actually beat Eccentric on the previous map 3-1. And now just the only change, even most of the champions are the same. The only change was the map, and Eccentric is just blossoming with frags.
Yeah. Definitely. There's some, I think, some hubris on Xhep's side though, because there's been several fights that he just took and bit into, even though he didn't have Like the first frag in the previous round, he had left Mega up, he didn't have Mega, his opponent had Heavy, and still he was just charging into a teleporter with a Galena on the other hand.
That's an awkward place to get stuck on. He was slightly off to the side, so he didn't take the jump pad immediately. And that's another 100 damage you can do with that rocket then. But that's... you know, you don't have the stack for that.
No, definitely doesn't. I really want to see some more people using the teleporter on the outside of the map.
Oh yeah,
you know,
it's just a risky move, because what if you mess it up and just lose a frag for absolutely no reason?
Still, that's why I want to see more of it. It's risky, but it can be...
What I've seen, as a really cool use of it, is in 2v2. For example with Doom, because you can double jump from that little island it takes you to, over to quad.
Yeah.
And it's 2v2, so if you do actually die, it's not as bad as in duel.
That's true. Oh,
that's too early. You don't have the damage output with the fist that you would with rockets in that situation. I think he turned that ability on too early.
Yeah, I think it might have also been a bit of a throw, though. He was 2 champions down, he was already hurt. I think reset, maybe just... Yeah, see what happens. Roll the dice. Again, we're getting a repeat from next map.
Oh!
LG!
Yeah, he couldn't even touch the rocket launcher because the knockback was so high.
Yeah. Xhep jumping into that totem, though, it's gonna hurt him a little bit. Eccentric should be getting Mega. Yep. And now Xhep is on the back foot again.
Just realized I haven't had follow killer on. Which I barely noticed because Eccentric was so dominant in the first 2 rounds.
Yeah. Uh-oh, this is
That's
such a
not
bad
where you want to
spot.
be.
Yeah. Oh! Eccentric! Turning it around with a beautiful rail. Tying it up in the map score. Oh, he hears Xhep. This is dangerous to be in, because he doesn't have many LG bullets, cells whatsoever. Heavy will go to him though, but will he be fast enough for Mega?
Oh, they're going for it.
Good rail.
Oh no, he fell!
Now he might be able to block him.
Oh, Eccentric ran out of LG ammo there. He has to pick up a new one. He still doesn't have rockets. And his stack, well, at least it's higher than that of Xhep.
Yeah. Took a lot of damage there on the exit too. Xhep's rockets were on point.
I think Eccentric needs to pick up rockets. Like, sure, he wants this high ground over the armor that's about to spawn,
but... Oh, nicely done! He basically denied Xhep's rocket jump right there.
That's still not a situation you want to be in at low ground with less health, but he takes the teleporter force, which might... Oh, so close! The Mega spawned at the same time as well.
Yeah.
It almost saved him.
Oh, and now Eccentric again.
Ah, Xhep uncharacteristically missing here.
Yeah. Oh, Eccentric coming back. Eccentric, that was a very strange call.
Xhep onto the final round here. If he takes it, he's in the quarterfinal against Jeesuspietari.
Yep.
Round begins in 3, 2.
Chat wants you to update the map score.
I already did.
Okay. I only check occasionally, so I might be out of the loop sometimes.
Yeah, I updated it like the second before chat mentioned it. Eccentric very low. Still getting some defensive rails off though. I'm liking how this is more about fights than items for most of this. Like again, we're 20 seconds into the map before the first major item is picked up.
Finds the way up. That's always
a
difficult decision to make where you gotta go up, but those beautiful rockets, as Xhep actually takes the lead for the first time on this map.
Yeah.
And just before it ends as well.
Very good trap set by Xhep too. Just
not enough LG hits. Come on, three more lightning bolts, but that's an armor for Xhep.
Yeah.
Oh no, not enough, not enough. He had 20 health. He was standing next to that bubble that would have probably saved Xhep's life.
There's a railgun right next to you, Eccentric. What are you doing? Questionable decisions from time to time. Oh, and now Xhep smells.
I would not fight this. I would not fight this at 90 stack.
Yeah, just a few tribal.
Why are you going in?
One shotgun blast. Yeah, nicely done by Eccentric. Getting himself on Mega 2. Heavy is up.
Final champ and the final round on such a fast-paced map. This is gonna be aim versus aim basically. It's rocket for Xhep.
Good opening rockets. Oh,
but both items here. Oh, he's not hitting enough. Neither of them hitting enough.
Yeah, Eccentric gonna break away.
Mega not gonna be up for 10 seconds. You can't sit there that long.
Well,
Except armor is gonna be even longer. Just
yeah.
You can go
he's
AFK.
fine,
This is
he's
just a
fine.
little P break if you need
He
it.
grabs Mega, he jumps over there, and then he rains some damage. Oh, nice. He doesn't even attack from the most obvious way. Xhep taking so much damage, of course, when you're on a pillar like that. There's not many places for you to dodge to. You can go a little to the left, a little to the right, but that's it. Xhep suicide?
Round 5 complete.
Why?
You win.
Was that an intentional suicide, or did he try to get through the jump, or like did he try to do teleporter jump and fail?
I didn't notice. I was on Eccentric's view. I know that Xhep was roughly in the corner of that jump. I'm gonna have to rewatch that.
Yeah, that's what I saw too. Xhep was in that corner.
Because if that is an intentional suicide, if that is a throw, it's a massive mistake because everything was still in there. I don't think
yeah,
it was.
absolutely.
I can't imagine it.
No, it must have been a missed jump or something, because
That's still very That might tilt him, to be honest. To lose a
Because-
map to missing that one jump.
Eccentric was in the better situation there, but like one rail
Yeah.
would have basically evened things up again.
Maybe chat knows. Chat, please tell us. Did you notice? Did he fall off, or did he kill himself on purpose?
Yeah. Time to update the overlays. It's gonna be 1-2-1. And let's take a look at the full bracket, see what has happened there. So we've got... Let's take a look. Let's take a look what has happened in the other brackets. So Wizor versus Rell still going on. Max-Strafe beat Taka due to a disqualification. So I
What?
think that Taka might have not... Well, I mean, there were several people that I saw that thought that it was just at the same time tonight. So few people... So I think that's...
So it didn't
it's
have
not
proper
like
time.
It's not like a DQ for bad behavior or something.
I know,
Just-
I know. It's usually just a default win where someone couldn't show up.
Yeah.
But still, that's a
So
pity.
that's-
Pekka played so well.
Yeah. And then it seems like Sofiane versus Provost is still going on. Limp versus pdemon is still going on. The only finished maps so far or matches are Rell beating out Holdennn 2-0 and Jeesuspietari beating out Croker 2-0. So yeah, looks like there's several maps still going on. Does anyone know what the stands or how far they are into the elite one? I would guess maybe second
Oh, no.
quarterfinal.
What if someone goes to find out on the other stream and then never comes back? We
Yeah,
don't want
okay,
to lose
don't,
someone to
don't.
elite. Don't.
We only have 23 viewers so far. Well, Icepack, there was a little bit of a confusion at the start because the brackets, the actual official site said 3 p.m. But then
Yeah, but the Discord schedule's at 2 p.m.
yeah, the Discord schedule said 2, so there was an hour difference. And then there's just people who skim the schedule and who feel like, oh, it's 7 p.m. every day, so it should be for the finals too. But no, finals is they last longer, so they start earlier.
This might be a bit off topic, but I've spotted a bug. Hold on, hold that thought. I won't be talking about it while we're in a fight. That's some good
Yeah.
nail hits here.
The nails are
Loads,
huge!
in fact. Wow, that was
Xhep
almost
landing.
unreturned.
Xhep landing almost no damage,
He
saying
says-
lekker dan, which loosely translates into
Delicious.
well, that's nice, or
Oh.
ain't that nice,
Alright.
something like that. Ooh, but
Lekker
Xhep's
in
low, though.
German means
surely he
delicious.
is. Yeah, 19
yummy.
HP.
Whoa, that's not what you want to see when you take that teleporter.
This has just been nailed. Oh,
What is this aggression?
Xhep! Finish him,
It's
eccentric.
tradable.
That means no damage.
Oh.
Question mark. So he's asking maybe like, did I not do any damage? What is there a bug going on? I don't know what's.
The bug that I was talking about is simply that for us spectators, Galena will show to have a totem ready, even though she doesn't, until she picks up an hourglass.
Yeah, it's something that happens with Galena when in other situations as well. Sometimes you see people throw down a totem,
And
but
they
it will
still
still
have
say, yeah. So there's something buggy indeed. Spectating her. Nice, Rell. Eccentric. Taking a confusing first round, I think, for the both of them.
Yeah.
It was just... Orb was wel 10 meter bij me weg.
Wait, I know what that means. I know what that means.
3,
Orb was fucking 10 meters away from me.
Yeah,
I know they're both chatting,
fight.
which
And
means...
Xhep's response says, not on my screen, dude.
Well, yeah, that's what lag compensation is.
Yeah. So they're talking about
They're
Orbs doing
complaining. They're
damage.
complaining about damage, and I think that's an early sign of tilt.
Yeah.
On Xhep's part, especially.
Yeah, Eccentric definitely... Yeah, if anyone's tilting now, it's going to be Xhep, because he...
He almost had it, yeah. He was one frag away from already having won the game.
And now he's 1 round behind as well. Heavy should... No, Xhep is not... Yes, he's dropping now. Eccentric, here's the pickup.
Keep an eye on it!
Such an opportunity! Okay,
That could have been even more damage though.
Yeah, that could have definitely been a lot more. One good rocket, bouncing him in place and then following it up like that.
Ooh, didn't see, that's himself rocket! But it's not much because it's Ranger.
He should still clear it
Not
up.
hitting enough! You have LG!
Why? Yeah,
Eccentric,
LG
come
would-
on!
Nailgun might have the higher DPS, but it's so inconsistent, especially from that range.
It was an awkward angle where he fell down to that low ground. This is gonna
Yeah.
be another fight, it's gonna be a rail fight, but neither of them hit.
Yeah, that's a bit of a
Race
mistake
to
by
Mega.
Eccentric there. Eccentric definitely could
Xhep
have
not
taken
gone
it.
for it. While
Oh,
being
here he
notably
will
late.
now.
This might be a death for Xhep.
Yeah, it's gonna be. We're, again, counter picks. No Doom this time. Oh, good rocket! Xhep pushing in relentlessly.
It wasn't that big, but the LG
Yeah.
is enough. And with the armor and a totem to stack him up, is that true? Or is... Yeah, okay, that's not true, that was a bug.
No, he doesn't have that. Oh, there comes up!
Wow.
Seems like people in chat are also talking about
49% LG in this round for Xhep.
impressive,
Phenomenal.
impressive. He's 1 champion behind though. 3 minutes to go, plenty of time to even things out. Yeah, Heavy going to Xhep, 10 seconds till Mega. That's a nice spread. Should be able to get himself both of them.
Yeah, and when there's so much on the line, I always find myself trying to find the easiest solution. Like, oh, what if I could just play the timer? But no, Eccentric, you can't. There's 3 minutes or a bit less, and you're only 1 frag up against a sorry, not against a visor. You're the visor. My bad.
Yeah. Well, having the visor for him is definitely useful.
That's true.
Because if Xhep would be on the visor, that would give him such a powerful tool to hunt him down.
But the more
And
time you
also-
spend, the more time you spend hiding, yeah, stuff like that. The more time you give Galena to just make the map a minefield of totems.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, there comes some more rockets. That's 1 minute spent hidden already, but his stack has dwindled as well. Isn't fully stacked on health, doesn't have any armor whatsoever. And Xhep knows this. Xhep is trying to keep track of the smaller armors. But Eccentric should have heard that pickup. He was just hiding just around the corner. He should know when the heavy has been taken. Eccentric really seems hell-bent to ride this one out. That's gonna be tricky for another minute and 30 seconds.
The problem is he's hiding in a spot where if Xhep eventually goes there, which is quite possible... Oh no, he's leaving now.
Yeah.
He'll die. Because that's
yeah,
not a good place to be. You can't run from there very well.
He's evading this nicely though. Oh, but that's gonna
Missing
hurt
sight
so
ready to
bad.
avoid here, but he's raidable! Ooh!
Yeah. Eccentric so low now, and Xhep should have a very good idea of where he's at still.
Still, both major items to Xhep, so stack will not be a problem in the foreseeable future.
Yeah, Xhep
With
is
1
just
minute remaining to find this frag.
And plus Xhep has the totems set up around the map, and he's got one ready so he can drop himself at 50 HP at any time.
Oh, he heard the footsteps.
Yeah, still, I mean, Eccentric has been doing an exemplary job though.
I think Xhep at this point should realize that Eccentric is doing nothing but hiding and trying to play the timer, and that means that he does not have to show up to get a stopwatch medal on every item. You know, you have to relocate all your resources to chasing right now. Don't go for this armor, just run. Just go for it. Chase, chase, chase. Now his hits are not big enough, and that might actually be an armor. Oh, not quite. 4 more seconds. Tough one.
66 HP.
Oh!
God, Eccentric!
I never thought I'd say this. Oh, don't throw now. Don't throw now, please, Xhep. I never thought I'd say this, but Xhep just lost a round to aim.
Xhep is saying...
Round 3.
I have 22, I don't know what that is, but I forfeit something. He says, good games, you clearly want it more than I do. Xhep wants to watch Formula 1, so the car racing, and then Eccentric responds with, "What the fuck do I care about your screen?" So I don't know. Xhep is definitely, and then Xhep said something about that's sad. So I don't know. Yeah, Xhep definitely just pushing in now. The tilt is.
I mean, I can't pretend like Eccentric is the nicest person in the world if he wrote that, but why is it always Xhep's games that they start cussing at each other?
Good drop. Even though Xhep has the LG out, he knows he's just got enormous stack.
That's the kind of throw that I do occasionally, where you don't like completely quit the game, but you're just like, okay, I'm just gonna go ultra hardcore aggressive, do as much damage as I can, and not think about how to play. And if there's a frag that results from it, like now, I'll take it, but chances are I'll lose, and I'll lose quickly. And I think Xhep is fully aware of that. Although he did get that item, so who knows?
Yeah. He's definitely mega. He messes up the rocket jump. Mega is gonna go to Eccentric.
That's too
and the
aggressive.
nails. Yeah, the nails. Lots of damage though. Except calling GG's. Saying Kex, more or less meaning, yeah, go watch it, or in a nice way. It's just like, see you later, have fun watching. And Xhep says, need so stupid, meaning don't act so tough. Eccentrics, how do you mean? So we're definitely getting some. Yeah, Xhep's told him not to act so tough. And Eccentric is saying, I don't know how I am acting tough. So,
Xhep just sort of, I don't know how to name it. Sure, 2-0 is a tough one to come back with. But it wasn't over. The fact is, it was not over. You know? Yeah. So why are you giving up? I mean, he didn't completely give up. He just went balls to the walls insane in terms of aggression, which he knows is going to lose him the game.
Yeah.
And it's just so unnecessary. Because maybe it'll feel like you don't have a chance, like, oh, everything is bullshit, like my rockets did 20 damage each and his were all directs there at the end. I had... The way I love to formulate that is I had controlled the entire game and I still lost. Because, you know, Eccentric gave him that control.
Okay, well, we should be taking a look at what maps and maybe asking some people to wait. So, brackets right now. Mikkel beat Vadim, so it's going to be Mikkel versus Rell. It's going to be 1/4 final. Jeesuspietari versus Eccentric is going to be the other one. And then Limp versus Demon still haven't, or pdemon rather, haven't settled their match yet. And then it's going to be Max-Strafe versus the winner of Wizor versus Trolls, which is also going on. Provest also qualified for the qualifiers. So, yeah, okay, so what do we want to do? I'm going to take a look. What is Mikkel?
Take a look if Wizor and Trolls are in-game currently. See if we can jump in between two maps or something.
Wizor is in-game.
Yes.
Okay.
How about pdemon?
Okay. What would be the best quarterfinals? Because I think we should definitely at least do 2 of them.
Right. Let's see.
I think Provest versus Limp or pdemon is definitely going to be a great one.
Yeah. I would argue.
Or
I do kind of want to honor Jeesuspietari because he watches this stream. He's active in the chat occasionally. But also at the same time, Max-Strafe versus the winner of Wizor versus Trolls is going to be really interesting. First of all, because I don't actually know who's going to win Wizor versus Trolls. I think it'll be Wizor, but I don't know. And Max-Strafe is a name I have not heard, a name I can't find in-game. And, you know, he was unbeaten in his group. Like,
Wizor just won 2-0.
Okay.
So it's going to be Wizor versus Max-Strafe. Do you want to do that one and then ask with Eccentric if they can delay his match with Jesus? Or...
I don't know. Can you give me 2 minutes, or let's say 1 minute, for me to research the skill rating of these players?
Yeah, you go ahead. You do that. I just don't want to miss out on any matches. But yeah, you go ahead. I will very quickly put on a be right back screen, play some music.
Actually, I'm already done. Eccentric versus Jeesuspietari is unbelievably close. One has 2100, the other one has 2105. So, so that's going to be a great game.
Okay, so we can do that one, and I can ask Wizor if he can...
If he can delay, yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's going to have to wait a long time anyway. If Wizor and Max-Strafe would play right now, the winner would just be sitting in semi-final. Because the Provest versus Limp or pdemon is going to take a while, as it hasn't started yet.
Yeah. Yep, okay, so Wizor can wait. So Wizor will be waiting out his game. Okay. Hey Borns, how are you doing? And Dsec has been talking. There's been some talk about game modes. Yeah. Let me take a look, because iSpec cannot be trusted.
So the game modes were a topic, and the other topic was the Dutch language. In which case, I have a little fun fact for you. There's a rating, I'd say, for how difficult languages are to learn for native English speakers.
Yeah.
Basically, all the Romanic languages are A. It's like grades. A is the easiest. F is the hardest. Then literally just German in B.
Okay.
And then at the bottom is like Chinese, Japanese, Asian languages that are entirely different. That have nothing in common, basically. But the easiest language to learn for a native English speaker is Dutch.
Really?
Scientifically, yes. And that's even though you have gender and everything, because you got like the articles, just like German.
That's interesting. There's definitely some similarities. That's true.
Yeah. Not to mention, especially for me, because I don't want to say bilingual, but almost bilingual in German and English. And since Dutch is basically just the halfway point between those two languages.
Oh yeah.
I often get the gist of it.
I often hear that Dutch is still a very difficult language to learn, though. It's very strangely structured, apparently, and has a lot of inconsistencies in it. My girlfriend, Ginger and stuff, is an American who's currently learning Dutch. And you can ask her how she's saying liar in all caps in chat, with you calling it the easiest language.
Dude, I'm sorry to say this so publicly, but Ginger and stuff says she loves Ice Pack. Look at chat, she said
what?
It.
Oh my god, I can't believe this. Lawrence is interesting, has trouble learning English. But just hang on, because the DSEC asked the question. So Sacrifice DSEC is the current objective game mode of Quake Champions. It's basically a combination of capture the flag with one flag spawning in the middle, and then domination or king of the hill. So there's one item, the soul, that spawns in the center of the map. Then both teams race to get it, and they have to bring it back to a base and then defend it from the others who try to steal the item. And the longer they defend it, the more points they get. They get 1 point every few seconds, and the first to 100 wins the round. So that's more or less how Sacrifice works. Some people really dislike it, others like it. I personally think it's not the best game mode to spectate or to watch, but I think it's definitely a lot of fun to play.
True. I think Sacrifice's biggest problem is its imbalance. Like, some people will complain about the fact that the maps are asymmetrical. I don't have a problem with that. The problem I have with it is if you queue up for a public game, a casual game of Sacrifice, it will be 2-0. And like almost 100% to 0% with the like charge times. Because even the slightest difference in skill level means a big advantage in that game mode. If you have one bad player, you can't carry him the way you can in TDM.
Yeah, definitely. And it's also, compared to CTF, in a way, I think it's less fun and engaging, because one team gets the soul and they just keep it at their base and defend it, and the others just attack. And without a coordinated team, you just trickle in and die very easily. Whereas in like Capture the Flag, there's always action going on everywhere, you know? Doesn't matter if the other team has already kept 3 flags, you still just meet in the middle trying to push into the other team.
Yeah, so we have the maps. So, sorry to interrupt you, but we have the maps.
Problem. Yeah.
Jesus' pick is Corrupted Keep, Eccentric's pick is Blood Covenant, and the decider will be Blood Run. Played in that
Interesting
order.
maps. That's yeah, we
get extreme close range, we get extreme long range, and then Trap City, basically.
Yeah. Trap City.
Trap City, USA.
Trap City, USA.
Trap City, bitch. Trap
Borns
City, bitch.
just wants me. Borns just want me off. Borns, I appreciate that, man. Hey, Stalker, thank you for the host, dude. I don't have the notifications turned on right now, but much appreciated, man. How are you doing?
DSEC, ask in chat if we remember the grappling hook. Well, first of all, I don't, because this is my first Quake game, but there has been confirmed that there will be a grappling hook champion in the future. It's coming.
Yeah. Yeah, stream is ready. Let's confirm. So, taking another look at the brackets before we get into this. Wizor has definitely won 2-0. That's been confirmed. He's going to go up against Max-Strafe, and they're going to wait with their match for us to get ready. So we'll be able to spectate that one next. Then Profest beat Sofian 2-0. Limp versus pdemon is still going on,
still
it seems.
Going, yeah.
Yeah, and then we're now getting Eccentric versus Jeesuspietari, and then Mikkel versus Rell will be the other quarter final.
Where's Jesus from? Jeesuspietari, that is.
Where is Jesus from? He's came from Jerusalem.
Bethlehem. Alright. Fairly standard stuff on Jesus' side. And Eccentric. Will he pick up that Ranger? Will he pick up that Galena? Or something entirely different? It's Galena, alright.
Yeah, Galena. So, a Ranger being used on Corrupted Keep is always interesting, because it is one of those champions that... I mean, Corrupted Keep is not a very vertical map. It's only really got those 2 levels. And it doesn't have that many, like, long-range opportunities to use the orb.
This is a place where you won't be using the self-damage resistance, you know, that encourages you to rocket jump. You won't be using that very much, and you won't be using the die orb very much to get around. But you might use it, like if... This is what I read into someone picking Ranger on Corrupted Keep. You might use it for damage.
Yeah.
Like, I think this is the kind of guy who will try to get those telefrags.
Yeah, I'm starting off on Jesus. Got Galena versus Galena, no visors to lead. That's usually what you see most people start off with. Now, both of these people are just trying to deny weapons to the opposition.
Yeah, where's he going? Where's Jesus going? Where's this play?
Jesus abandoned the plan, but Jesus had rockets, Eccentric had the LG, and Jesus just backs away, allowing his opponent to get rockets, and Eccentric going to come through first.
Yeah, he just gave up his position on rockets and lost both items and a life.
Oh, Eccentric getting some damage right there.
Oh,
Jesus! Wow, Jesus seemed frozen. Dodged a little to the left, then right back to the right, and
I can only assume he must have like gotten stuck on some map geometry. Like not stuck inside it, but you know, walking against the wall when he thought that's where the gap was.
Yeah. And he's
My
down.
God, Eccentric! Wow!
In just over a minute.
I've already forgotten whose map this was. I actually read it out, but I've already forgotten.
Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Fight.
Not die yet.
Again, Galena versus Galena. Eccentric, obviously no reason to change after demolishing his opponent 3-0 previous rounds. Oh, he might have a good trap here, but he doesn't have lightning gun, he doesn't have rockets. This is a good opportunity for Jesus to defend the LG. Heavy will be up first, though.
Yeah, a bit of a war of attrition there.
Yeah.
Both just doing chip damage. I think Eccentric could have used the
Eccentric
he
showing
can
up.
do damage sort of strat a bit more.
Yeah, Eccentric showing up at just the right time to do some rocket damage on the Mega. Both are pretty low, though. Or I mean, not really low, but their overstack disappeared. Snow before the sun.
Oh!
Yeah,
That's
Eccentric pushing through aggressively.
running
That's
right
a bit
into
of a
that totem
misplay.
here. He's got his own, unless that's a bug
Yeah.
again.
Oh,
That's a bug
13
because he would have
HP.
used it, yeah.
Yeah, that was a bit of a misplay, I think, by Eccentric there. You know that you're up against the Galena, and you know that she has been set up on the LG area so far.
Loads of damage
Oh,
there.
good. Surely
This
he will
should be
go down
Jesus'
now.
skill. Come on, there we go.
Yeah,
This world.
Jesus, turning things back around. 2 frags in the lead this time. I think he has a very good idea of where Eccentric is right now. But he needs to be on time for Heavy, and yeah! No, why
The
the
nail's
switch?
too powerful. And that's another
Eccentric.
totem just before Jesus respawned.
For those who don't know.
Which is why we celebrate Easter.
For those who don't know, Galena totem. What? Eccentric! 4 HP! But for those who don't know, Galena's totems stay on the ground up until you hit the respawn button, so they don't disappear the second you die, but rather when you respawn, and Eccentric just pushed through. Needs quite a lot of damage there. Eccentric, I think if there's a medal for like most totems eaten at the end of the map, I think Eccentric is definitely
He's playing Pac-Man.
eyeing. Yeah, he's eyeing that one. He just wants to catch them all.
Totem on. Sorry, I don't know why I'm feeling so punny right now.
Both players slowing things down a bit. They're both down to their final champion for this round, so neither of them wants to give up the next frag. Eccentric not even going to contest, just getting out of there. Jesus does have the highest tag, and he's got him. Nice catch. This would be an opportunity to use the orb.
I thought that long range rocket would have hit from Eccentric there, that second one.
Oh, good rocket. And another one.
So many directs here, wow.
Yeah. This is, like, I think Jeesuspietari, he needs to have some serious mental resilience, because the BS, quote-unquote, that has been thrown his way with random rockets doing 100 damage out of no...
Ooh. But just peeking over there, hitting that rocket,
Yeah.
because
Prepare to fight.
He sticks
because
with it, though.
Eccentric was
Sticks
too
with it.
early on the armor.
That's impressive. I think that many players in that situation would have
One.
metaphorically thrown their hands into the air after the damage that Eccentric puts out of nowhere.
Of the ancients.
Jesus wants that. He wants that little armor, but he heard a rocket pick up. Knows that his opponent is there. He's just gonna get some more LG ammo for now. No need to rush things, he says. He wants to rocket and
Finds him here.
Yep. Oh, that's a lot of damage,
Yeah,
though.
that's how you use the heavy machine gun.
Be healed.
Now,
Is he
keep
gonna
in
light
mind.
up here? I would not have dropped down for that.
Yeah, and he is. Oh, this might not be good for Jesus.
Yeah, he just lost both items because of that.
Yep. And he might allow his opponent to get LG,
Oh, well, he does have the better position and he gets good damage out of that fact.
but he wasn't shooting. He was just standing there. No rockets, no LG, no nothing. And now Eccentric's got the LG finally. That's what he's been wanting.
Do you have a
for all this
totem by
time.
now? Oh my.
Beautiful opening rocket.
There it is.
Ooh, he threw that totem so far away. I thought he was gonna die before he could get to it. Now Eccentric dropping on it. He has the higher stack still. He's got the mega.
Yeah.
He's just pushing a bit too aggressively.
I think
perhaps.
Jesus was underestimating just how big the advantage of having both items really is. Because he was doing good damage, but it just
Yeah.
wasn't enough for what a big advantage Eccentric had.
Yeah.
Oh. That's uncomfortable low ground here.
Oh, Eccentric so aggressively. He's got to be careful now.
We've seen so many players today that treat Dooms ability too offensively. I really think it's better for running away than it is for punching, but that LG...
Yeah, none of the rockets connect and the LG is brutally painful. I also think if I had to fault something about Eccentric's playstyle, he's running away now, Jesus not managing to get the damage as he's escaping, is that Eccentric has been leaving up so many small health bubbles when he was right next to them and he needed them. Repeatedly, he had like 150 max health and then he would run by small health bubbles with like 120.
In that regard, you do want to play Pac-Man.
Yeah, in that regard, you definitely do. But he's been leaving many of them up. Here we go, good trap by Jesus. He's gonna push through. Heavy machine gun, no, he doesn't have it. Not fast enough to get damage out either, though. Oh, he's sky high.
Ooh.
No, Eccentric revealing himself for just a second there.
Yeah, but it
good
wasn't
rockets. You don't want to stay here, Jesus. You definitely don't.
Tough one dropping onto that LG, kind of undoing that Mega. But stacks are similar.
Yeah. Good use of the plasma there. Not gonna get any damage, but still it was the right choice.
Oh, tough spot to be in, but the better aim. The fact that Eccentric dropped down is what made Jesus win that LG fight.
Yeah, Jesus just perfect tracking, just
Well, look at
placing it
that!
once more.
What is that
Nicely
percentage?
done.
Somehow only 35%, but that's only because it's over the whole round, and in the beginning it was not as noticeable at the end. I'm fairly certain that at the end it was more than 50%.
Probably, yeah. Those last two engagements were so huge. 2 to 1. This is, well, Jesus actually turning things around surprisingly well after a devastating first round where he was just... Eccentric wiped the floor with him, but he's making his way back into it. Oh, this could be such a good trap from Jesus. No, he overshoots it.
He's shooting up too high. He's going for these directs when he should be going for splash damage on the ground. He didn't get to the double bubbles. That's some double bubble trouble right there.
Double bubble trouble. He should be able to still get on there, though. Yep, he will. He only picked up one. Okay, there's a second.
Jesus
should be
is
able
slow
to
to
get
stack
happy.
up here, but he's got the heavy armor for him
Yep.
to save him.
He still doesn't have lightning gun, though. And I think that Eccentric is well aware of that. Is definitely trying to deny it. Yeah, that opening, that was... Oh.
Jesus still does not have proper weapons for engaging at that range. He's got to get himself that rail.
You
There we
mean...
go. He sees that totem, but that
Heavy
also
machine
means
gun?
that Eccentric knows where Jesus is playing right now. They trade items in the reverse order they had earlier.
Yeah. At least they all have the major weapons. I feel like Jesus has set up quite a number of nice traps, but he just doesn't capitalize on them enough. Doesn't manage to
Eccentric's
do the
magic
damage.
trick just disappearing there.
Yeah.
Just zoomed rockets? I don't know. I don't think this compares to either MG or Nails in this situation. The damage that Jesus did there.
Oh, Eccentric just...
Oh, he overshoots! Oh, but the
walking into
knockback!
No! Jesus, I think Jesus should have stuck with that one.
Oh,
he's
you know
looking
he can't go up there because
He
the
doesn't
totem
have
is there.
rockets.
Don't let him get out. This has to be a frag Jesus. There we go.
I think Jesus should have shut that down so much sooner. He shouldn't have backed away from that
Yeah.
fight because Eccentric couldn't go through the portal because of the totem waiting there, and he was like stuck in between the wall and the mega wall. Little...
Oh, he jumps up with the punch!
Yeah.
Wow!
There's so many things you can sometimes do with that Doom Punch. Lunge. Very broadly, Jesus going to go down once more. Comes the resurrection though. It's Easter in the land. Oh, Eccentric getting bounced around. 2 to 2. This is final champion, final round potentially for Eccentric. He's gotta make it happen now. Gonna switch to Eccentric, see what he's gonna do. Oh, that was a painful rocket. Had the side up, had the rocket lined up, and then he shoots it into the wall for some self-damage. Oh, good defensive rocket.
Is he gonna
He's
go
got
to
so
teleport
little
for this? No, he's not. But that... Wow.
I think he didn't mean to jump down. He wanted to jump onto the platform across, but then he fell down.
Yeah, and he's asking
And
where he
Jesus-
was. I think it's because Eccentric jumped and had his screen in just such a way that Jesus was constantly off the frame. Know what I mean? Like sometimes you just get really unlucky with where you're flicking your mouse,
Yeah.
and just like, where's the opponent? He's nowhere.
It sure seemed like it, yeah. Oh well, interesting. Surprised to see Jesus come out on top of that after that first round, at least. I mean, on paper, both of these are extremely close in skill rating, but then Eccentric just took that first round 3-0 so quickly. Barely needed more than a minute to wipe out all of Jesus's champions, and then still Jesus turns it back around. Very nicely done.
All right, I have to increase my density of biblical puns. We've got one Bethlehem. We've got one Easter when he respawns. Let's see how much deeper we can go.
Yeah.
So let's scroll up this chat and see whose map that was. That was Jesus's map. Okay.
Okay, Jesus is opening. That's good. Also, chat, I just made a small adjustment to the noise gate on my mic because I noticed that it was still sending probably an inaudible signal, picking up small things when I finished talking, so should be a bit better, but let me know if it cuts me off or anything. What would Jesus do? Turn the other cheek? Well, this Jesus is definitely not interested in turning another cheek. This Jesus is more interested in turning another rocket. It's flying at his opponent's face.
Jesus could walk on water, but Eccentric can punch through land. That's a good one. That one's my favorite so far.
Oh wow, interesting to see, but pdemon and well, pdemon is still playing.
Still
pdemon
playing.
and Limp. Yeah, it's just 1-1. Like a minute ago he announced that they're final
Damn.
map. So that's a marathon. I don't know if it's just because they started really late, or because there were a lot of breaks or delays, or if they just really went to the 5th round overtime every single map so far.
I think when you're playing this long, it has to be both.
Yeah. Surely it must be. They started late and then probably some very close and long
Alright.
match.
I'm expecting full meta. Oh no! I was wrong. Jesus going for the Galena, because she's got a cross on her chest.
Galena.
Instead of Doom, which I would have considered the Blood Covenant meta.
Yeah, definitely. That's because Galena, I mean, there are indeed teleporter, you have the bounce pads, but Galena has very little mobility. She can't comfortably get across many of the gaps that Doom can. Doom can go from rockets all the way to the other side, get rail very easily, do bridge to rail, all of that stuff. So
Round begins.
interesting decision.
3, 2, 1. Round 1.
There we
Going
go.
to map number 2. He's electing
I'm
to go for
starting
that
on Eccentric.
aggressive opening with the nails.
Whoa.
Oh my, that could actually be a frag. No, not quite.
No.
He took a lot of damage back as well.
I'm surprised by Jesus' slow reaction because he had... Hang on, let's see how this goes. Lots of damage, but Jesus gets it. But Jesus also had his piercing sight on,
Yeah.
and yet he was still just looking the wrong direction as Eccentric came
I think the
down
reason
that
is
hallway.
that he decided, alright, I want to spend as little time as possible shooting back with my starting weapon and just grab the LG as fast as humanly possible.
Yeah, maybe. It's either that or he saw Eccentric just pick up heavy and then turned right, or expecting his opponent to not come at him that quickly, but still. Very aggressive play by Eccentric. It's not gonna work out for him though. Oh, huge rocket, 100 damage, and that should be it, surely. Ooh, Eccentric getting him down to 13 HP.
What
that
a
could have-
round!
Yeah. One more nail before that punch landed, and that would have been a different outcome there potentially, but still.
3.
Also, just to let you all know, the brackets have remained unchanged, so there's no other matches that have finished yet.
He's like says, would Jesus carry a cross as a symbol for himself? Like when, well, one day I will be crucified, so this is my symbol. Good point. Good point.
Jesus like 9-inch nails before they were a band.
This is like
That's
9 Inch
dark.
Nails before they made music for the first Quake game. True
Yeah.
fact.
Yeah, Trent Reznor, indeed. Jesus has control of the top area of the map. Mega
He does in heaven. Sorry.
Mega going to Eccentric, who managed to take heavy.
My oh my!
Such aggression. He took a lot of
Damn.
damage there though.
So
but
much
still looking
speed
healthy.
too.
Yeah. Oh Jesus, taking a lot of damage.
Peek that! Rail him!
Eccentric chase.
Rail him to the cross!
No, look, wrong way. Wrong way. Why are you saying lucky?
Ah! Why did you not use the rail for that?
That was a perfect shot, and that would have gotten him the kill. But no, you just shot a rocket at him.
And it was his last rocket as well. He can't rocket jump up to anywhere right now.
He's
See, he was trying.
trying. He tried. He made an effort. And again, rockets, no, it's not the right tool for this. Yeah, and there we go. Much better.
It's not that much of damage in that situation, I mean. Jesus
Yeah.
finds himself extremely low again. Eccentric just elected to go for this Mega once more, but the rail line missed!
Oh, come on, one more. This should be
Where's
it.
the
Yeah,
finish up?
sure.
There we go! That took him a while.
Jesus goes for that desperation orb at the end, hoping to get the telefrag out of it. It's not gonna work. And Eccentric catches him again. This should definitely be a rocket situation, and he will switch
Can't
accordingly.
believe that totem didn't do damage. Wow.
1-1. Tight rounds once more.
I like this, because usually I consider Blood Covenant to be sort of a slow map, where you're likely to go into overtime. It's just who's going to win the first rail fight and then run away for a bit, and then there's another rail fight, and you're
Yeah.
playing very safe. But these guys, they want to play fast.
They sure do. For this map, pretty unusual. Eccentric going to opt not to get the rocket launcher. He's got the positioning now though, and he's gonna
Yeah,
push.
and the stack as well.
Yeah, nicely done by Eccentric, keeping to that high ground on top of the little stairs.
Yeah, as
to
soon as
avoid
Eccentric-
rocket damage.
As soon as Eccentric grabbed that Mega, Jesus was nailed.
He's going down again. Happy will be up in just a second. Eccentric should know this. Still doesn't have the rail though. He's going to ignore it. He's gonna go for Mega first, maybe. Oh, Jesus, the peak. Why?
It's even more.
Yeah, I can't believe that Jesus peaked. Like, you heard rocket being shot, and
Yeah.
then Jesus was like, "What's that noise?" Comes to take a little gander around the corner. 70 damage in his face.
That's not much LG, Eccentric. In fact, that is almost nothing. But the rail hits, and he drops down. Time for another one. It's railable.
Yeah.
That would have. Oh no, the self rocket! Oh no!
Don't think it would have mattered much with the stag that he was on, but still.
He rocketed himself for our sins.
Yeah.
Round
Rip.
begins in
2-1
2.
definitely seems like a more
Fight.
stable map for Eccentric, this one.
His favorite car is a Chrysler. Credit goes to chat. Oh. I believe neither of them did damage there.
Visor versus Visor. This might slow things down a little bit though. Or will it? Nope. Eccentric just gonna drop. Sees it as
Dropping
a
on the
bomb, doesn't
LG. What is this aggression? It works actually, but 10 health hits the rail.
No, he didn't actually. He saw the second that Jesus put away the LG, he dropped. So that was a very calculated move. Nicely done.
Oh, dangerous spot here. No telefrag for you, but some decent damage, forcing Eccentric to run away now. Items are almost in sync. Armor slightly earlier. Can't push that. Get out, my man. Get out.
Ooh. Yeah. Eccentric has that one champion lead, but definitely doesn't have the stag going
Finds
for him.
his way to armor, though.
Yeah, this is.
Gotta get. Come on. Why are you still playing out in the open? I would be trying to, you know, run.
Yeah.
When you've been here this long.
Especially when Jesus switched to the lightning gun, when you know that he can put down like a rocket right where you're jumping, so.
And lo, Jesus switched to the lightning gun. And he said unto him, drop onto these. Sorry.
Eccentric versus... Make sure that the overlay...
Ooh, that's a big one!
Good.
And he actually misses the armor with that. If
Yeah.
Eccentric could have used his own orb to actually grab that armor. But he gets away without it, and he's still good on stack. And he gets Mega.
Yeah, Eccentric, all he needs is one more frag to tie up the map scores.
All you need is...
Oh,
more frag.
Jesus!
Wow.
Saying "oh Jesus" has a very different connotation when you're casting this game than it usually does, but that's gonna be it. Very
That
nicely
was-
done, Eccentric.
It's very
3-1.
entertainingly fast as we go into the final map, which will be ZTN. Map that, playing fast, gets you a bit more punished than the other two that we've seen.
Yeah.
What with the small hallways and, you know, prediction shots at teleporters and stuff.
Jesus, take the LG. Card. Let's see what's happening at the elite side. Playoff is in progress, so they're on their third quarter final right now.
Hold on, I want to take a look too. Kilson
It
beats
seems-
Agent, that makes me happy.
Cypher beats Cooler, that makes me happy. And now it's Garpy versus Razy, the Maestro boys going at it. And then we've got Neutrino versus Venger left. Does anyone know what the current score is between Garpy and Razy? Maybe someone can check.
Just make sure to come back to our superior show
Yeah.
with Jesus puns.
Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to, we might have to delay another game towards the end to make sure that they finish before we do. But we'll see. It all depends. Let's see. Yep, stream ready. We're good to go. That's 1-1. I already updated the overlay and the stream title. Jesus turned the other cheek that round. Yeah. He won the first one, so now he was like, okay, go ahead. This is your turn. Ranger Visor, no surprises there. I'm gonna expect the Doom and a Galena, babe. Jesus. Yeah, Jesus, definitely a fan of that Galena. You will pay for your sins. It's definitely the most religious character in the game. So 1-1 maps. This is going to be the deciding map. Whoever takes this one will move on to the semifinals already.
Round begins in 3.
I don't know if she's the most religious character. I think Sorlak's pretty religious. You know, cooking people is what Christianity is all about.
Oh, there we go.
I'm sorry.
That was a bit of a misplay by.
Yeah.
Oh my God! The tribal damage.
Quite a bit,
That was-
even though they weren't direct.
Yeah. Jesus had the right idea, but he just fired the orb a second too early, so he just fell down before he reached the platform. That allowed Eccentric to do a lot of damage and secure the heavy for himself. Eccentric now setting a trap. He knows he's up against a Ranger, not a Visor, so the element of surprise should remain his.
Eccentric playing so far away from that armor. I think I could have gone for it, considering the stack difference. Oh, that missed.
That lost rail, yeah. That's a shame for him.
Oh,
Yeah, that LG is pushing him back.
It's
Eccentric has
dangerous.
to run. He won't be chased though. He's gonna make sure that he's
he's gonna
not
consider
under
going up
rail.
because he's out of rockets. Oh no, he just wants to stack up. Use the rail, man! Use the rail!
He's not looking the right way.
What are you
That
doing,
was-
Eccentric? What are you looking at?
Yeah, there's nothing there. That was
What are you
definitely
looking
a
at?
bizarre. And he doesn't pick up more rockets.
You can see that Mega's up. Oh, he doesn't want to go for it. It's like, okay, 100 health, I don't want to get one.
Pick up the
one
rocket
shot.
ammo there. Maybe he doesn't realize just how few rockets he has, which is 0.
Oh, he's actually not picking it up. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
he really doesn't pick it up. I can only imagine in the next confrontation we might hear a click. And no rockets
Well,
being
he's running with the
fired.
nail gun out, like he's aware of it, and he's grabbing rockets now. I think he simply forgot that that ammo is there.
Yeah.
But he's got him now. He's got timing because he's listening to this. There we go.
Yeah, he's got both.
So
yeah.
now he can start making plans for the next round of items. For example, catching him off Mega, because
Oh,
the delay
good
is so
rocket.
short.
Oh, he spots
Coming
him.
from behind.
Nah,
but
doesn't
no
do any
hits.
damage to start, though.
It's dangerous.
Nope. Neither. Oh, there we go. Now Jesus pushing into the orb. But the rockets are huge on Eccentric's part,
Yeah.
but just not huge enough. Jesus is gonna live though.
Oh, this
but
is a
he's
tough
leaving
choice to
back
go
up.
for armor first here because he's only got 30 health.
It's gonna pay
Oh,
off.
but that was
It's gonna pay
100
off.
damage at the end.
Yeah. Risky call, but it's gonna pay off for him, really.
And another one! That's a frag.
Yep, Eccentric.
Oh, that's frustrating. Because the exact timing of that really is just luck.
Good starting rail against the Doom. Gonna land another. Yep, he
Wow,
will.
nice flick.
Oh, and this is such an aggressive push, but so nicely
Yeah.
done by Jesus.
Round 1 complete.
You rarely see the great use that effectively.
Jeez, yeah. Eccentric, being a good sportsman there, actually calling nice one. That really was
Round
basically flawless, I dare say.
3,
The last two frags.
2,
Oh, absolutely.
1. Round 2. Fight.
Very clever play indeed. Oh,
Right. I would
Yeah.
consider orbing out to not take
yeah.
that LG damage.
It took like a 30 more or so.
Ooh!
Oh, almost took his hand
It's a
clean off
haircut.
right there.
That's a railgun haircut right there.
Yeah. It's like the orb can be used very nicely to get you out of tricky situations. I don't know if you saw the Elite last night, but Dewey used his orb
Yes.
to get over to the little doorway. Oh, that was so nice. Oh, good push. Eccentric doing nail damage, but it's Shirley.
Oh my god, the nails. At 13 health remaining, and that's
Yeah.
after picking up a little bit from the blood pool.
Yeah. That should have definitely gone to Jesus, though. His final rockets were just not. We're doing like 30 damage each. Jesus, yep.
Takes it back. Stats
Jesus.
roughly equal, but
Yeah.
items are right now. Let's see if we can get
Oh,
Mega.
good
No.
drop, but this is a dangerous push, though. And Eccentric's gonna take it. Nicely done. Managing to cling on to his life.
Klingon.
Cling on.
So, that's not even a joke in there, I'm just repeating stuff. It's like you just said the thing that sounds like the other
two
thing.
big rockets, two big rockets.
He knows he dropped down. Time to watch the exit. Come on, man. Last rocket used.
Yeah, it was a little too slow watching the exit, I think. Nice use of the orb there. He wants to push so badly. But the stack, Jesus, the stack is growing.
Slightly
Spend-
risky there, considering he's playing against a Galena. But he's sitting on the armor. Tad early. If Jesus
but
had been
doesn't
more aggressive, oh my, actually.
Yeah.
Never mind. Jesus should have been more passive, apparently. Because that was
Definitely.
perfect.
The OG Jesus spent 3 days in a cave before he showed himself again, but this one is like, half stack, I'm good to go. Probably should have been a bit more passive.
Fight.
Eccentric tying it up 1-1. This is, of course, a crucial match for both of these players. Whoever takes this map...
Whoa, that off!
Half a second later, we might have seen the
Put on
teletrack
your
there.
3D glasses now.
Yeah. That would be something, a 3D orb flying at your screen.
Only 15. I thought it might have
Yeah.
been more.
Very few down, very little damage done.
None of these rockets are doing
jump.
enough damage.
Yeah, and then of course caught out in the middle of the air against an LG that... You need an enormous amount of stack to survive that, and he just didn't. Oh, Oh, nicely done by Jesus. Jesus knowing that his opponent is eyeing the rocket launcher, so he's just like trying to get in between, denying it. He's just sharing is caring, but only so much. Oh, good weight. Eccentric landing almost no damage of the rails.
Yeah, and you can see he switched to LG only once he needed it in order to not make a sound.
Yeah. Jesus shooting 3 damage into the wall right there.
Oh,
Don't think
actually,
that was intentional.
Delaying the Mega as well. Orbing over. Let's see
And
what he can do
again.
with that. That's a good stack.
Again denying rockets. Very nicely done. Should be ready for a double back though. Yeah, Eccentric's gonna melt.
Yeah. 2 frags up for Jesus.
Yeah, and he's got plenty of time to move between the both items. Heavy first. Oh, that direct. That's gonna stop Eccentric. Surely, yeah, Eccentric's
Aw.
gotta get out of there.
That's an awesome rocket, but
This is a good
the
opportunity for
double
Jesus.
jump you
though.
can't chase.
Get the Mega and chase. Gonna very nice stack to push. And it's exactly what he's gonna do. Hoping to catch Eccentric out somewhere. He will here. One more good rocket will do it. Or a little bit of LG,
Nice
yeah.
hits, yeah. And once
we're
you
going
touch
back
that jump pad by, you know, being pushed on it from the LG knockback, you know you're dead.
Yeah, definitely.
Although I actually think the last rocket might have been a direct.
3,
So he wasn't even playing badly.
1.
Yeah.
Fight.
Nothing and everything makes sense.
Nope.
Can't hit that initial rail.
Eccentric seeing through the plan.
Yeah,
Just baiting out
it's a
the
very
shot.
common opening. So
Yeah.
it's like, alright, let's see if I can make him miss this.
Definitely.
Oh, good evening! We're still bunny hopping by the time that LG started hitting, which means that Jesus finds himself on less stack than he
Yep.
wants.
Both took a lot of damage in these engagements, though.
Yeah,
Jesus is the
Jesus-
first to stack up.
Yeah, that's right. Jesus stacking up much better because he had
Oh,
access to that
good
nail gun boom.
rocket.
Time for Mega! Who even
gets
got
it.
that? Wow!
It was Jesus who got it.
Yeah.
But still, Eccentric getting
That
him
was
down
so
to 90
close.
HP. But the heavy will be there for him.
Right. He's there, okay. That visor has spawned. Time to deny
Yeah.
him his favorite weapon. Oh, you heard that teleporter sound, but with the rocket you can't instantly hit that, you need
Yeah, need a
Hit
rail.
some Mega for you. Time to set up for armor. Ashley's gonna rocket jump for it.
Jesus doing an excellent job at confining Eccentric to
Yeah.
that area.
Oh, and even now predicting
And
this
again,
correctly. Beautiful!
Eccentric
Red
won't
hits,
get
this should
out
be
of
a
this.
kill! That is!
Oh, that was a beautiful orb. Just
One
putting it
frag!
against the wall.
One frag away from Jesus making it to quarterfinal. Wait, this is the quarterfinal. Semifinal.
From semi,
Wow.
yeah, he's almost in the semis. I'm switching to Eccentric just to see what he can do with his final life. Oh no, Eccentric!
That LG! Wow!
Oh, that was too aggressive, too aggressive. That's gonna be Jesus
That was
taking
so
it.
much.
2-1. Eccentric will be out of the tournament, while Jesus will be placing for the semifinals. Let's take a very quick.
I want to see that LG percentage at the end. It was unfortunately right after you switched perspectives, but I was still on Jesus and the LG. But I can only describe it as what feels like 100% on the Charging Doom. Let's see what he got. Oh, we can't see. Oh, we
Nah.
can't see the spectators anymore. That's a pity.
Yeah. Okay, so Jesus is going to move on. Let's take a quick look if any of the other
Congratulations.
quarters has been played already. No, but this seems like it's the first one to be completed, so we can let's leave the lobby, see if we can get into the game with Wizor.
So yeah, as I have admitted before, I know as good as nothing about Max-Strafe. I actually don't even know what his in-game name is. I couldn't find him.
Yeah, indeed, I have absolutely no clue who he is either. Should be interesting, because he clearly has a monumental track record so far.
Yeah, completely
despite being
unbeaten
unknown.
in
Yeah.
group stage, and well, sure, he got waved through with a default win in the round of 16 against Pekka. Was it against Pekka? Was it against Proves? Oh, it's Pekka, right?
I think it
Yes,
was
yes, it's Pekka. I checked.
Yeah.
But I'm fairly certain he would have kept up with him anyway. After all, that's a higher seed than Pekka. My God.
That's impressive. Because Pekka is a big, big name.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is going to be Wizor. I feel like apparently his name is a mixer in Discord. Max-Strafe, his name is
Wait.
Mixer.
Oh. Why though? Then I do know him. Wait. That's still
I don't know what his
surprising.
in-game.
That's
It's
still
still-
surprising. Mixer, I know from the Unios Cups. He's a regular there. He's Ukrainian, and he's a very nice guy. I remember I had an official against him on Corrupted Keep where I got sort of tilted by the end. It's like, why the fuck am I losing this? Like, tell me why I'm losing this. Because I was like, I made all the right decisions and I still lost. And he was like, yeah, in all seriousness, it's execution, it's aim. And then he actually forwarded me to a guy who knows about all the technical things and, oh, you know, palm grip and wrist aim and you need different fucking settings and amazing. And he was like, in all seriousness, Mixer, to no advantage of himself, really helped me out. After I was kind of mad at him, gave really awesome advice, and
Wow.
yeah, he's playing the Diamond Division of Unios a lot. And
Okay.
just like yesterday, and yesterday he actually kind of underperformed. I'll check real quick. I didn't play against him, but hold on. I feel like I made it further than him, which I definitely don't deserve, I can assure you that.
Oh, they're still only on the second map in the elite scene. They're moving very slowly.
Yeah. Mixer yesterday in Unios got only one win in the lower bracket. So he fell straight down to lower bracket, got one win, and then went out. Against the guy that I actually beat. So I'm not sure what's wrong with him currently, but I do know that
Okay.
overall Mixer is a strong name. Loads of like podium finishes.
Okay. Okay, I'm in the lobby with Wizor. About the invites.
That's a pretty visor. The champion.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Yeah.
the guy himself too.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to see if we can do a... We might have to delay like a semi-final or the grand finals because the way it's looking now...
Well, we delay a semi-final anyway, just to cast both of them.
Yeah, that's true, but the Elite stream is also going to delay the semi-final. And Elite is right now only on their third quarter, so they're only on their third match of the day, and there's still perhaps another map left, depending on who wins this. So, yeah, I'm just concerned because we might be finishing the quarter before they do, and that's obviously a bit of an issue. So... yeah, I guess we're just waiting.
Right, if you'll forgive me, I actually want to stand up to stretch my legs a little bit because I'm in a slightly
Yeah,
uncomfortable position in
gonna-
attempts to be closer to the mic.
I'm
So-
about to do the same, so I'm gonna set up the break screen very quickly, and then we'll be back in like 2 minutes.
Yep, be right back.
Yeah, be right back, guys.
Alright, not sure if stream is picking up my voice or if Leah's muted it, but we're getting into the map picks right now. Mix's map will be played first, which is Veil of Noth. And then Wizor is picking Corrupted Keep, so both of them electing to go for fairly small, fast-paced maps.
Mm-hmm. I'm back too, ready to set up the... Yeah, but either way, if the grand finals would take place at the same time, we can always just opt for hours to be delayed. No?
Yeah, makes sense.
Just put in a half an hour break and then... Because it would be a shame if the viewer audience was divided for the grand final after a month of playing, so... Okay, so...
Oh, look at that skateboard.
Yeah.
It's a vanity.
Looking swaggy.
Okay, and once more, Blood Run as the decider map, if needed.
I think some people are probably starting to hope to see an Anarchy used. I think that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Not in the playoffs.
Yeah. Okay, so this is going to be the second quarterfinal of today, guys. If you type in ! bracket or brackets in the chat, you will get a link to the brackets and all of the information for the tournament.
So yeah, for anyone who doesn't know Wizor, Wizor is a decent duel player, don't get me wrong. But he is more known for his team kind of stuff. I'm not sure if he runs it, no, I think Sombra runs it. But he's in Team Dreams and Magic, which is a Spanish Quake team, and has been for a long, long time. Like, not just Quake Champions, but all sorts of game modes in previous Quake games. And now he's playing very close to the top in 2v2.
Yeah. So it looks like the match that we casted has been the only quarterfinal made it so far. So... Oh, and it does seem like Garpy managed to tie up the map score, so they're not even done yet with their third
Prepare to fight.
quarterfinal. Maybe we'll be able to pass on the one after this.
3,
So we'll see.
1.
Either way, guys, let's get into the game. We're on Wizor. Starting off, Wizor versus Wizor. It's confusing to say. Wizor on
Wizor versus Wizor, including Wizor.
Yeah. Good opening LG damage. Oh, that's gonna force Wizor to
That
back
Mega's
up a
still
bit.
up. He's left up that Mega this entire time.
Yeah. I don't think Wizor has any clue about that. He didn't hear the pickup. He has no knowledge on when the item's gonna spawn. Oh, he's like, nope, I'm out of here. Finally gets himself the LG. Doing some damage, but that second jump gonna expose him to a lot of LG. One good rail. Oh, the LG
My
stopping
God.
him. Nice.
And as predicted, Wizor is on this Mega too early. And he's... deciding, okay, this is really delayed.
Oh.
Time to just pick up rockets. Unfortunately, he decided that just at the worst possible time.
And now the chase. Yeah, this should be a frag. Gotta be careful for the
Wow.
orb though.
He had like a pixel space for that LG, and he hit loads of it.
Yeah.
Huh?
He's gonna get happy too. Oh, that would have been a nice rocket to hit.
Yeah.
Doesn't quite get it still.
And Wizor, 2 rockets and no LG, so if it comes to a straight up fight in closer mid-range, he might have
Definitely
some
expecting
trouble.
him to drop down for
Yeah.
weapons now.
Yeah.
Yep, doesn't go for the LG though. Guess he wants to get heavy first. At least make sure he doesn't lose out on it.
Potential mistake, he still picks it up while falling down, and wow, the mid-air with the back wall.
Hugely aggressive plays, just extremely confident. More so than aggressive.
Yeah.
He-
Begins in 3.
I kind of fear that Mixer might have some kind of like current problem. Because I know that he belongs in these playoffs
Oh,
based on who
Wizor.
he is. But the gameplay that I'm seeing from him right now and yesterday, well, I didn't watch him, but you know, the results from yesterday are just not Mixer. He's not playing at his potential currently and recently.
Okay. I know that feeling all too well, Mixer. I'm with you on that. Oh, Wizor doing a lot of damage.
Ooh,
Mixer
that's a
getting the
trade.
though. It's getting the trade. Mixer is down to his final champion, so he might be losing out another round.
Like, he had to kill himself because Wizor's the only one who's ever allowed to get a frag in this game. Mixer's still fragless.
Yeah. Now he's gotta hang on to the one champion he
he's
has
mistiming
left.
this mega. He's here way too early.
Yeah. This could be dangerous though, because heavy. Oh, that's one rail taken.
Oh,
He
he traded
returns
right
it, though.
back.
Yeah,
That's a
nicely
nice
done.
rhythm to that, you know? What, you hit me? I hit you
Oh,
back!
why is he still standing there?
Yeah.
He already took mecha and was just waiting
my.
there, doing nothing.
I think what Mixer should have done there was take the teleporter to get that high ground right back, and then either be able to run backwards, or, you know, do damage to the committed ranger.
Round begins in.
Yeah, he was just like, it's almost as if he didn't realize that he picked up Mega. But he picked it up and then just stood there, looking around aimlessly, and then Wizor just comes charging right back in. That's a painful mistake to make. Wizor with the zoomed in LG. It looks so jittery, but he's getting stuff done with it.
Yeah. He's doing it because Zoomed has a slightly lower sensitivity
Yeah.
than normal gameplay.
It's
So
definitely
this
one
is
of the
something you see occasionally with players of a high sensitivity, but yeah, that is
definitely-
not good accuracy at the end.
It's definitely a function that I would like to see added to the game, though. Being able to change your
Yes.
sensitivity based on weapons, because I used to have my LG set to sensitivity back in Quake Live as well.
Oh, interesting. I was gonna
people-
I was expecting you to say setting how much the zoom sensitivity changes.
Oh yeah, that should also be definitely a thing. But back in Quake Live, you could set different crosshair sensitivity settings per weapon. And so I had, like many people, I had my sensitivity lower for LG. Mixer, looking stronger this round though, already 2 frags. He's definitely got the upper hand now, but is he gonna push? Oh, he should, LG! A little tickle will do it. And he gets it, nicely done.
Round 3 complete.
Shooting the body there.
Prepare to fight. Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Still gonna be on Mixer, who managed to secure his first round.
So this time straight for the armor, neglecting to pick up weapons. Railgun and railgun. They might rhyme, but they're not quite enough to help you.
Yeah.
But there we go.
Oh.
I think I would like to see Wizor control the weapons then, because he should have known that Mixer had nothing.
Yeah, definitely. But now he's got everything. Mixer looking good. So is Wizor. No damage has been exchanged yet. There we go. And Wizor finds 2 huge rockets. One
Bouncing
more
on those rockets here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No way out for Mixer.
Again, that zoomed LG, wow.
Yeah, Zoom LG. It's working. It's working for him, clearly. He is currently hitting.
Bit low on ammo now, but he's still got a stack. Well, I don't know how chase-worthy the stack really is. It's outstacked by some 30 points or so. In
It's also
Doom's armor.
difficult to it's also difficult to chase on.
Oh, he's gone for this! He lives.
Yep. It's also difficult to chase a Wizor because you never know with sight. It can be very tricky to catch him. So it might be best to secure the items rather. Don't let them slip away. No real damage will be done right there. No, they're gonna find each other. Oh, that's a good rocket.
Yeah, but
double
the follow-up, there was no follow-up rocket there.
Yeah.
Long
Wizor
Mixer.
just jumped over that rocket. Or Mixer, rather.
Yeah.
We will be going to him.
Good
Wizor
hits,
set up for
good
Mega.
hits.
Oh! I didn't even see the punch.
Yeah,
on
me
my
neither. It
screen.
was just telepathically, you explode now.
All's good. Oh, another one. He's going again for it, and
Yeah.
Mixer knows it. Mixer can. This is such a good
good
trap
hit.
right now. This is not the right weapon, dude. Why are you? Yeah, rockets better.
Yeah.
Good.
Round
And again, LGing the corpse. Mixer is getting a bit feisty. He's getting into it,
round begins in
wanting to make a mark when he gets those hard-earned frags.
1. Fight.
Again, Wizor versus Wizor. No
Items,
quick confrontation.
Both weapons,
yeah.
I mean. Both weapons to Mixer.
Yeah. Yeah, Wizor also used the side, so he immediately saw that his opponent had LG already, and then decided not to push for rockets, which is definitely a wise decision. Rails not connecting, rockets are. Oh, now they're connecting on both sides.
Oh, wow.
Wizor so low though.
Oh.
Oh, but that rocket, he completely whiffed that. But
Wow.
that should be it.
You could have even
Surprising.
considered MG at some point.
Yeah.
Just not to have that
Very
cut off
sur-
in distance.
Very surprised to see Wizor's jump into the room, like onto the railgun there. He had almost no stack, and it was pretty clear his opponent was still in the room.
Oh, the misses!
Yeah, that rocket could have been so huge if that connected.
Both of these players missing a lot of important rockets. Like,
Yeah.
not to talk it down how good they really are, but aim-wise, these are the worst players we've casted today. Which is of course a high standard to meet, considering it's the playoffs, but still.
And the moment you say it, Wizor is just like, let me put some mid-airs down range to prove you wrong. Mixer so aggressively coming out with that punch. All he needs is one more frag, so we're 5th round. Final champions. Whoever loses or whoever dies next is going to miss out on the first map.
Yeah, and it was Mixer's pick, wasn't it?
I have absolutely no
I'm pretty
clue.
sure it was.
I was setting up.
Ooh, 100 there. Still time to run, but that's his mega.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not why you want to get stuck. The knockback
Yeah.
forcing him to take multiple rockets, and that's the end of him.
Yeah, very good, aggressive, and interesting to watch first round, I must say. We like these kinds of confrontations. But Mixer losing out on the first map. It's gonna be a 1-map lead going to Wizor. I do think that Wizor is probably the favorite. I think that I would put my money on him
Yeah.
if I was a betting man, but still Mixer clearly not yet backing down, putting down a lot of damage and frags.
I do respect both of these players very much. I've played both of them. I've had like 3 in-game matchmaking rounds against Wizor in a row. Like before ranked was a thing. Simply because we were queuing up at the same time. And Mixer, of course, super nice guy. Who actually helped me out with
Yeah.
my gameplay.
Always nice to see the more experienced people helping the newer ones. It's one of the things that makes this a great community. Yeah, ready.
Going straight into Corrupted Keep, which was Wizor's map pick.
Yeah.
Although, as I mentioned before, has quite a bit in common with Veil of Noth, simply on its pace. Like, sure, Veil of Noth has a railgun, but I would argue it's less important than it is on other maps.
We also really didn't see the railgun used. It was mainly rockets and LG, I think.
Yeah, true.
And a lot of ability usage too, because there was a lot of punching going on.
And telepathic, you explode
Yeah.
now. Magic tricks. Double Galena here. BJ on Wizor's part is gonna zoom into his double LG, presumably.
Yeah. Just talking to an admin real quick about the upcoming games. Let's see. They change sites. I hope not. So I don't have to redo the overlay.
Round begins in
Always a bit precarious.
2, 1. Round 1. Fight.
Ah, interesting. So when you get the nail gun spawn on this map, you basically get to choose which item you want. Because you'll be faster to either one. Mixer went for Mega, but not to actually grab Mega. It's to get the LG first, when Mixer doesn't... Oh, when Wizor doesn't have it. But Wizor is capable of winning that rocket fight with plenty of health to spare.
Stopwatch.
Mega's up. Getting it with the orb. Those hits are not big enough. But
Oh,
the
the
LG
final
can finish it
rocket!
off.
That was a close one. Just by his face. Also interesting to see BJ coming out. That's the first one we've seen today. This is definitely one of the more effective maps to use him on. Because I think that Railgun is one of the least effective weapons for the BJ dual wield. So take that map out of the equation and you've definitely got more of an incentive. Go for that.
Yeah, LG from this position that Mixer's in right now is what I consider the best map control you can have on here. But wow. How much stack did he have left? Hold on, I gotta switch. Oh, actually, with the bubbles there, he's stacked up completely. I'm surprised. I thought that could have been Mixer's frag. Big rockets, including an airborne.
Yeah, and that's
Wow,
gonna be a
beautiful.
catch.
Round 1.
I think Wizor's found his aim now.
Yeah, nicely played. Definitely catches him out, drops right in front of him. For good, solid rockets. I'm just talking to an admin right now to see if we can coordinate the grand final so that they don't
Round 2.
go inside and that elite can go first. Both Wizors using their ability simultaneously. And it's exactly simultaneously. Mixer gonna have it ready first, so he's doing the hourglass management a bit better.
A lot better, in fact, wow.
Yeah, he gets them all of them. Nicely done. And if you ever needed a real example of picking them up, he's almost 30 seconds ahead. Ah, but Wizor's defensive rockets. So good! Heavy going back to Mixer. Wizor taking the Mega. Oh, the rockets aren't landing. The LG is. Pretty evenly stacked right now. But the side might be so crucial.
Oh,
that
I
could
was
have
gonna
been
hit.
beautiful. And now Mixer definitely looking the most healthy of the two. If he can do some good damage here, and there's some good opening nails. Wizor getting out of there as fast as he can. Are we getting a chase? It sounds like it. Yeah, but not much damage done on the catch. Rocket jump, nice.
Oh, look at all those sevens in the same place, but Mixer still takes it.
Yeah, nicely done by Mixer. Good use of the rocket jump there too. He didn't want to go up the bounce pad and expose himself to a lot of LG, so he just jumped up quickly. But how he's so low. 67 HP, he's gonna get the heavy and might get Mega too if he's fast enough. Nah, he assumed that his opponent would go for Mega first. Whereas in reality, Wizor was just chasing him.
He knows.
This could be an opportunity to do some good damage.
That entire piercing sight passed though without Mixer being able to do any damage.
Yeah.
That was some okay hits with the knockback and the LG to finish it off. Very clean.
Nicely done by Mixer.
Yeah. Does he have timing of the Mega to sit on it? Yes, he does. Oh!
Yeah, Mixer so low. Oh, he's getting it just on time. But look, Mega is already gone, down to 41 HP again. And Wizor is gonna get heavy. Such a dangerous situation to be in now for Mixer. But he has that side though. And he is 2 frags ahead. So even though he's missing the stack, he's definitely got the... Well, the piercing side is so useful when you're out of control.
Wow, those nails!
Yeah, and good rockets too! He should push now, he should push, switch to machine gun. Nicely done.
Round 2 complete.
Mixer. Still in it.
Great weapon usage.
Prepare to
Yep.
fight. Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Round 3. Fight.
Immediately, and huge fight at the rockets. Mixer coming out on top. Wizor perhaps a bit too overconfident. 2 LGs at the ready. Not doing the damage he was hoping for, clearly. Oh! That could have been a huge midair.
Yeah.
It would have been a kill, but it's...
But it would have
falls
been a
just
trade,
short.
because I think Vice's rocket had also already been fired at that point.
Wizor seeing his opponent. But Mixer doesn't spot him back, and Wizor's just gonna let that go. Doesn't want to alert him of his position before he gets to Mega. Here we go. Mixer pushing in, and Wizor gonna suicide. Mixer looking a lot stronger on this map, and he's gonna catch him. Some more good rockets will do it, and nicely done. Another round for Mixer, 2-1.
Prepare
Yeah,
to
it looks like their strength were exactly the wrong way around compared to their picks, their map picks.
Sure seems like it.
2, 1. Fight.
Mixer spawning at the Mega side is gonna neglect to go for LG first. This is dangerous. So right now he doesn't really have the consistent damage output. He does now. Oh
Actually,
no.
that's not that good in terms of accuracy.
Oh my god, he just barely manages to get out, but they're both so low.
I say it's not that good, it was actually 36%.
Yeah, his LG hits pretty nicely, but Wizor, just the first rocket bounced him down the stairs, and then Wizor, of course, had that better positioning to rain down more rocket damage. Wizor is delaying heavy nicely right now. And good rockets! This one! Second one, not as much damage.
Time to race
Mixer
to that rocket launcher. At this point, you know he's hiding there.
Yeah.
Could not have gone out any other side.
Oh, catches
him
him!
there.
Nicely done! Whoa.
Keep chasing,
Mixer!
dude.
What was that?
Arm is not up for 7 seconds. What a waste!
Mega will be going to Wizor.
Oh,
that's a bit
he
of a
just
misplay.
gave him that.
He was so nicely above him.
Oh.
Does 100 damage with the rockets, and then just looks away. He looks straight ahead, doesn't even contest. Wizor should go down here, though.
Yeah. Good LG on
Mixer's
both
LG.
sides, but if one player is in mid-air, that's just gonna give the edge to the other one. What? Why did he use double there? Double rockets to spam. Oh, dangerous spot.
Mixer! Oh, the jump! He was already only on like 50 HP, and he jumps and gets taken down to 12 by that LG. Very risky play. Oh, good nails though, good nails.
Ah, not good enough.
Definitely not good enough. Wizor still has a
Yeah, comfortable
good
stack.
stack.
That's the major items. That's the major items. If you get both, it is just such a big advantage.
Mixer!
Wow. That LG.
I don't know about that, dude. I don't know about pushing it after you feel the LG damage coming through.
Yeah.
Oh, good dodges, good dodges.
Oh, I think Wizor wanted to do double rockets then,
Yeah.
but he had only one remaining, and out of LG now as well.
Yep.
Down to only MG
Heavy is
and
gone,
nails.
man. Heavy is gone. Heavy has been taken by Mixer, and he doesn't realize it. This is an opportunity for Mixer. Mixer has the stack. Wizor has
Why is
no
he not
ammo.
admitting to his mistake yet? There we go.
And Wizor was just looking at that boom. Good nails.
Still
though, good
100,
nails.
but it is a death.
Mixer can go to heavy still.
Initiate.
Probably won't though. No.
This
it's
frag
gonna-
could decide the map if Mixer gets it. Oh, looked away at just the worst moment.
Yeah. Still though, he should have a good idea. Slow it down. Hear it. Yeah, the LG forces him out of the room.
decent string there, but he dropped down, which means he can't meet him at the top of armor now.
And he's
but
still
Meg is up.
so early.
Whoa!
No! Mixer! What are you doing? Oh, that's so close.
What's Zachary out? 25, I think.
Yeah, he had 25 HP left. Mixer, that was a bit of a misplay. He went to Mega and it wasn't up for another 10 seconds.
Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Wizor going first. Getting the heavy shotgun. He should be able to get rockets now too. It doesn't look like Mixer's interested in going for them right away though. But he knows he's there. Side definitely used by both. And this should be Mixer's key to the rockets. Solid MG damage. It's 50 damage more or less right there.
Alright, that's gonna be Wizor's chance to finally go get that LG.
Yeah. He's been wanting that one for a while. This is a very important round. If Mixer takes it, they will go into a tiebreaker map.
Those nails sort of showing Mixer that was piercing sight used.
Yeah. Both players is using it right away. And again, it's Mixer getting the slower cooldown.
Wow!
It won't help. Wizor's LG, so beautiful. But this is an opportunity for Mixer to get Mega, and he sure will. He should get LG. But again, he's just jumping. Okay, he's got lucky that Wizor was a bit too slow to do damage there, but that jump has cost him a lot of health already. Mixer, nicely done. He can't push though. That's too big of a choke point against the heavy nail gun.
Piercing sight there, allowing Wizor to decide exactly when he can get out and where.
Yeah,
and it earns him the Mega.
Getting a bit of a present right there. I don't think he had the timing on that, but all of a sudden just... Oh! What spawns here? Oh, almost eating a rocket though. Stacks are pretty equal, but it's Mixer who needs to make something happen.
Not sure if you're on Wizor's cam, but he just picked up that LG armor that a lot of people just don't bother with.
Yeah. Oh, the rockets from Wizor. That was direct. 100 damage from a long range, and then another one. Mixer, no. But Wizor, yes.
Yeah. The totem is not enough to save him there.
Yeah. Nicely done by Wizor. I was hoping we would get a third map because this was enjoyable to watch.
Yeah.
But looks like Wizor is going to shut this one out 2-0. I also just got the wonderful confirmation that even though we are a bit ahead of the Elite stream, there is going to be a break for us. So Elite is going to do their grand final first, and then we're going to be hosted for our grand final. So that should be interesting. Might get a huge influx of viewers near the end there.
Oh yeah, that's over on twitch.tv/QuakeChampions as well, isn't it? Not just Zoot?
Yeah.
Ah. That's an honor then. That's a proper honor.
They're streaming for 1,300 people right now. And they're only just in the quarters. So we might be setting... Yeah, they still have one quarterfinal to go. So we're gonna be ahead. We're probably going to finish one map before them with our semis, and then we'll have to wait for them to do their grand final. We'll take off on ours. And then if we get hosted, then we might be streaming for close to 1,500 people. Taka?
I think it could be even more. If you keep in mind that the grand final really... Well, then again, that's Elite. But yeah, the grand final does have disproportionately just way more viewers than all the other rounds.
Yeah.
So, do you think pdemon and Provest is still a thing we can jump into?
Good question, good question.
pdemon currently in-game.
Let me see in the Discord. No, Provest just said yes that they were done. He said that...
Oh.
Wait, no, wait, are they done yet? Provest said yes. I think they might be playing non-tournament matches then at this point. Because in the Discord it said that Provest said that he's done.
Oh, no. It says
Is he talking about someone else?
Yeah, just before that, he got added by Twitch, and he who asked just if the game had started, and then Provost answers with a yeah. So
Okay.
I'm glad to find out that Max-Strafe is Mixer though, because that had thoroughly puzzled me who that was. Alright, since we have to wait for this last quarterfinal.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, you're just asking to see if we can jump in between maps.
Yeah, I just asked.
Am I excused if I go to eat something like super fast
You are excused.
and let you handle the stream on your own for just a few minutes before I come back in time for the semifinals?
Wait. Twitch has said that just plan to cast Mikkel and Jesus. They are mid-game. What?
No. He means that pdemon and Provost are mid-game.
Okay, yeah, okay. Okay, well, yeah, but make sure that even if you eat, be behind your computer in case they invite the match or something, if you can. Get back quickly.
Yep. I'll mute myself until I'm done.
Okay. Okay, guys, it's just me for the time being. I hope you're all show. We are currently waiting to get into the semifinals. I can actually show once more the brackets real quick. Just give me 1 second. Is this it? Yep, this is indeed it. These are today's brackets. So let's review what has happened so far. So we started off with the best of 16 here still. We saw Mikkel confidently go through Vadim. Rell beat Holdennn 2-0. We didn't see these matches. Neither did we see this one. But it seems that Mikkel is confidently making his way, or made his way rather, into the semis. Then we did get to see Xhep versus Eccentric, which was a very close match. The most emotional match of the day too, I would say. And then we saw Eccentric versus Jesus, which was a very close win by Jesus, deserved, but a close one nevertheless. So this is going to be the first semifinal that we are going to get into. Then we saw Holdennn versus pdemon. We didn't get to cast any of these, but pdemon went up against Provost. This match is still going on right now, so we don't yet have the outcome here. But we do know that Max-Strafe, also known as Mixer, was beaten by Wizor. So, still got a few matches ahead of us. Yes, guys, for those of you who are just tuning in, the plan is that we will be casting our semifinals. And then there will be a bit of a break in the stream while we wait for the Elite Grand Finals to finish up their matches. And then at the very end, we will come back with the Grand Finals of the Challenger Division, at which point we will be hosted by the official Quake Champions channel, which is quite an honor, as Taka mentioned earlier. So, interesting games ahead. Still, we're just waiting for Taka to get back.
I'm listening in on everything, and I'm in a party, just for your info.
Okay,
I'll throw in little Jesus puns in between bites.
So is it fine if I just tell them to go and then?
Yes, of course.
I'll cast solo. Okay. Okay, so guys, we're just waiting for this next to get going. Okay, let's see. We just got a request from someone from Ginger in the stream, or in chat rather, to see what is going on with the elite brackets. I don't actually have them open here, but I can change that around pretty easily. Does this work? Yep, there we go. Perfect. So, let's see. So we saw, as we already mentioned, Kilson beat Agent 2-0. Cypher beat Cooler 2-0. And then Garpy came out on top of Razy. That's impressive. Razy was one map ahead, so Garpy came back from being down the map to take 2 consecutive ones. And then now we will be waiting for Neutrino versus Vanguard. It's going to be the last quarterfinal. So in the semis, we will be seeing Kilson versus Cypher. And then Garpy versus either Neutrino or Vanguard. So interesting matches coming up. If I would bet, I would say that this is going to go to Vanguard. And then Garpy is going to beat Vanguard, and then we will see. If I had to guess, it's going to be a close one, though. I want to say Cypher versus Garpy grand finals. That would be an amazing way to end the elite brackets. Hey, Borns. Yep, Garpy playing really well. You love Kilson too. Yeah. Who doesn't?
People who like active players. That's who doesn't.
Yeah, he
No, I love him. He's my favorite actor.
Okay, so it looks like the maps are going to be Corrupted Keep, Blood Run, and then Veil will be the tiebreaker. We're now just deciding on the server. Garpy representing the UK. Of course, it's good to see the UK get a top-level dueler, Borns, because they haven't had one, well, in a while. There's been a few that occasionally made waves. Garpy definitely being one of the more noticeable or notable ones. But yeah, never really a absolute top level player that took big lands and that went toe to toe with the greats like the Cooler and the Cypher and the Rafa and whatnot. So might be interesting to see that change. It's like we're gonna pick Rotterdam. Let's see, so it's going to be Jesus versus Mikkel. Just want to make sure that we know who picked what. Jesus picked Corrupted Keep. We already saw him play that map earlier. Just confirming that the stream is indeed ready. Now we can start off the very first. Update the stream title before I forget. It's kind of important. It's gonna be Mikkel versus Jesus. Just gonna put it in like Jesus there. The Lord himself The holiest one. Participating in a Great Champions tournament. You guys should all be honored.
Prepare for draft.
I know I am. Let's see, what about the champions? Gonna get a ranger. Definitely a damage output character more than a mobility one on both sides. That's unusual for a map like Corrupted Keep. Wizor is, of course, going to make an appearance, and then gonna see Galena or a Doom. I'm betting maybe a BJ. Now also Galena, so perfect mirror picks. Identical compositions.
Over here, I just heard the first bit of thunder. I'm sure it'll be here in time to be dramatic for the grand final. But yeah, still eating. I'm sure that by the end of the first round I will cast right alongside you. But
Okay,
for
no
now,
worries.
carry me.
No worries.
Prepare to fight.
Prepare to fight. Guys, this is gonna be the first map.
Round begins in
Updated the overlay afterwards.
2, 1.
We're gonna start this one off on Mikkel.
Fight.
Mikkel spawning at the heavy side is gonna be Ranger going up against the Galena, immediately using his orb. That's a good way of getting Rocket quickly, making sure that the opponent doesn't deny them to you. He's definitely being outstacked right now. He's taking a lot of damage. Managed to hold his opponent back a lot with those rockets. But he's still gonna fall. Both major items are up at the exact same time, so he can't really try and sneak one in. He uses the side very evasively though. That should allow him. LG, oh, jumping into the totem. And Mega too, and Heavy is still up. Surely Jesus is just gonna break away and get himself up. No? Jesus playing so aggressively. Leaving up the Heavy for such a long time just to try and block his opponent. Won't even have to do that. Mikkel gonna fall rather quickly. Jesus' Galena is proving to be quite the murderer. Good little dodge. Galena versus Galena now. And Jesus is just all too happy to keep Mikkel in that corner on the rockets. Deny the LG. And he knows that there's still time for Heavy.
Round 1.
Perfectly done.
Come on, Jesus, I can't eat that fast.
Prepare to fight.
You could take another round or two. Jesus. Jesus! That's just what I'm gonna say about that. That was a super aggressive, super dominant map.
Round 2. Fight.
Jeesuspietari, of course, this is his map pick. Rockets, there comes Mikkel, so aggressively using the orb. Stacks are more or less equal after Jesus uses his orb, or his totem rather. Oh, nice use of the machine gun. Not gonna land any rocket damage there, and that's a stack advantage for Mikkel right now. Both mage items are gonna be up at around the same time. Doesn't look like Jesus wants to press his extremely aggressive playstyle just yet. Oh! He sees Mikkel make his way across to get the Heavy, and he's perfectly content letting him take it. Go for Mega himself. Mikkel definitely putting on the pressure, even though he is the one with the lower stack. Now Jesus really wants some armor. That's the one thing he still needs. He's got the weapons. Just one rocket left though. If he doesn't run into trouble with that. And this is a very good position to be in from Jesus because he gets so many angles. Rockets coming out from Mikkel though, but Mega will be there to fall back on. Going up the bounce pad and still winning the LG engagement with just 2 HP.
Power of the ancients.
Still had one more health point to spare. Mikkel going in aggressively though. Tying the champions back up, getting himself the Heavy. He knows that Mega will be up soon. Taking some nails right there. He's setting a good trap right now. But Jesus knew what was happening. Jesus was prepared for it, and now he has to get out of there. He manages to do some nail gun damage, but of course, nail gun, hugely powerful, but very inconsistent. So that's gonna allow Mikkel to push through, give him the courage to finish it off. Heavy will also be going to him. Mikkel so dominant in the stack, losing track of his opponent right there though. And this is so good for Mikkel. Jesus getting stuck in a corner, trying to orb onto the Mega, I think, but not quite getting it.
Just in time. Just in time for the second round to end. I'm properly back now.
Round
Good to have you back.
3,
1-1 in rounds.
1. Round
Very dominant opening by Jesus, but Mikkel,
He failed to pick up the shotgun there.
yeah, he just walked right past it. Oh, and now he's in a bad situation.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a bit wide, that rocket. At least he's got a lot of health bubbles on this side on the map to stack himself back up with, but he doesn't have a heavy machine gun, he doesn't have a lightning gun. It looks like Jesus just
and
wants
he
to deny him.
just runs into that totem. That was so predictable. Come on.
Yeah, you are playing against the Galena who's found on the, well, it's found on the LG side. That's suicide. Oh, that rocket could have
side?
changed things.
LG side is suicide.
LG side is suicide, yeah. Just getting another totem ready. And find some armor while he's at it too, why not?
Death is the only release.
Now Mikkel is in a good place to set up a trap right now.
Ooh.
He
Decent
will
hits,
not
but
do a
Jesus
lot
can
of
hit
damage.
directly too.
Yeah.
Oh, he just avoided that armor for some reason. But
Oh, Mikkel.
such good LG.
Yeah, Mikkel was just standing there hoping to get rid of
He
some of
gets
the
to choose
totems.
now. He's gone armor first, which might mean Mega to Mikkel.
Yeah, Mikkel's
Yes,
gonna
it
pick
does.
that one up. Oh, and again, Mikkel is getting caught so often going down those stairs from LG. Jesus pushing in, dodging these rockets, and he's gonna clean up Mikkel. Again, a dominant run from him.
If you had
It's like-
asked me before the beginning of this stream, I actually don't even know how to put this,
begins in
that either Jesus
2,
or
1.
Mikkel would be in the grand final, because one of them will.
That's for sure.
I would have said, oh, that's kind of a pity with the bracket. I feel like there's names that deserve it more. But now that I'm seeing Jesus play, I have been convinced it is solid. Solid
Yeah.
is the absolute least I can say in a
Definitely.
single word.
But then again, we need to give some credit to Mikkel too, because
Yes,
every
of
round
course.
that has been won so far has been dominant. Like, Jesus stomps the first and the third one, but then the second one it was all Mikkel.
Hmm.
So it's these are very strange rounds because there's no one that like it's one round each that just they go pedal to the metal, no chill, super aggressive, and they take it.
Yeah, the
but
thing
this-
is, it doesn't get harder in the Challenger division. Not much, at least. Not for the anything except the Grand Final. So,
Yeah.
I think these might be some of the next big names. I think they'd not be out of place playing the Elite division. Against
Definitely.
names like Cooler, names like Hilson.
they would no doubt be able to put on quite a fight. Oh, that last rocket by Mikkel hitting the door frame instead of Jesus' face, and that's gonna...
Talking about Jesus, he could take this first map.
Yeah.
With the next frag, he's got Piercing Sight to try and find it. But with this low ground, that's an awkward position to fight from.
Yeah. Can't get an angle on his opponent, even with the piercing sight. He heard that armor being taken, so he knows exactly where Mikkel is right now.
Totem risk! Alright, he's fine.
No total waiting for him there. Oh, overshooting. Oh, but the second one will
you
connect.
can tell by the fact that he zoomed that he was expecting Mikkel to be way further back, and what a clean kill!
Round
Yep.
4 complete.
Jesus, just... Wow.
Wow.
Jesus is done turning the other cheek. He's just... eyes on the prize. Setting sail for that grand final. First map, going to Jeesuspietari. Very... I mean, I was not expecting that much of a one-sided this far into the tournament,
Yeah.
I must say. But to be clear, this was Jesus' mapping.
Mhm.
So it might just be that this is one that Mikkel absolutely doesn't like. Maybe he's a very rail-heavy player, so
What was
who
this
knows?
map?
Let's take a very quick look. It was Jesus who picked Corrupted Keep, and then Blood Run for Mikkel.
Ah. Well, yeah,
defi-
that could be with the rail.
Yeah. So we'll see. Jesus is winning followers.
Disciples, you mean?
Disciples, yeah. I was just reading what's... Also, thank you for Laro Dable, Monkey Boy, and Retoxic for the follows, guys. Much appreciated. It looks like Jesus. It looks like he brewed up some mad skills.
Hebrew, yeah.
The pun game is strong in chat right now.
Would have been stronger. Oh wait, no, never mind. You did it right. For some reason in my head I read it as looks like Jesus he brewed up some mad skills. But no, it looks like he brewed up some mad skills. That's actually better.
Prepare for draft.
I should do like that.
It's a Taka. It receives the Taka stamp of approval for the pun. Oh, we are at 699 followers.
Oh. I was expecting you to say viewers and I'm like, what? Where did they come from?
No. Not quite yet, but soon,
Yeah,
maybe.
soon.
So, oh,
BJ!
BJ, that's a pretty unusual champion for this map, at least.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, over, say, Doom or Galena. It's
I'd not be
unusual to see them
surprised
picked.
if his game plan is to play somewhere around Mega. Because no matter if your opponent is going to be playing on Rocket or on Tribolt, you will be able to LG him from below. Double L. Obviously, you have access to LG ammo as much as you want. Then double LG with BJ to just pin him up in the air and hit loads. I think that's
Round 1.
an interesting idea. It might be too gimmicky if that's what he really wants to fully commit to, but we'll see how he does it.
Oh, missing the rail, and now he has to get out of there.
Jesus having no major weapons, but who needs them?
Jesus just pushing in with the machine gun. No care in the world. I'm gonna keep follow killer all again.
This is absolutely elite worthy. I wasn't expecting that. I remember when Jesus was at my skill level. when I played quite a few. I'm pretty sure he still beat me, but like in a fair fight.
Jesus just running back into the room. Rockets flying around his ears. Heavy will go to him though. Oh, he's gonna chase? No, he doesn't pick up the health bubble. Who needs weapons when you have Christ on your side in the heat? So we've got Jesus currently leading by one champion. He's up against the Wizor now though. That's can often prove to be a slippery one. Side's currently being used.
Oh, he blows himself up!
Mikkel! I feel like that is sometimes a side effect of using the sight, because it becomes more difficult to see where the wall ends and the hallway starts, and so he launches the rocket right into his own. Unfortunate.
Jesus knows exactly what Mikkel is doing right now, and even meeting him down here, that is such a good prediction.
Yeah.
Great LG too. Misses that Rell. He should not have gone for that. He should have used a different weapon, but is able to go in with the orb. Oh, stay there.
Yeah, Jesus looking the wrong way just at the wrong time.
Oh, he can still go in with this.
But rocket! Oh,
Yeah,
huge rocket!
and the small items actually gave Mikkel the stack advantage here. With Mega not being up for a while, let's see how Jesus deals with this. The bubbles are not here. This is what Mikkel just ate up.
Yeah. Mikkel, this is the opportunity, man. You've got to go. Oh,
That was a mistake.
yeah. Mikkel picked up
Two health
the
or whatever he
mega.
had.
Yeah. But then again, I feel like he's got a champion. That there were no
Free rocket launcher. Thank you very much, says Jesus.
Yeah. I think for Jesus that was mainly just a reset play. You know, like, I've got 2 HP, there's nothing on the map for me, might as well try and go telefrag on the mega. There come
double LG can't win
both
that
of
fight.
the LGs. Yeah.
I think Jesus, after playing so many super dominant rounds, has now become too confident.
Die yet.
Oh,
Kind
good
of
rockets!
attributed
One
stats
more.
to that's to that, as well as that one.
There.
It
Good,
shouldn't
good
be
turnaround.
too hard to see coming that that's a fight in Mikkel's favor. But because Jesus has won so many fights that should have been in Mikkel's favor, he's just taken them anyway, and now for the first time on this map, it's actually coming back to bite him. Can't believe that was the same round where he got the frag with starting MG.
Yeah, definitely. I think Jesus kind of been put in his place again after being so dominant. A harsh reminder that he is up against a really high level player too. Not on his own map pick this time around, so he can't just continue playing that aggressively and expect nothing to go wrong. Both players slowing it down tremendously right now. Both major items are up. They should be going to Jesus. Yeah, Jesus definitely had the better positioning. He was able to zone out Michael there. Nico. Oh, yeah.
He's always there to the LG as early as humanly possible. Ah, so beautiful just watching Jesus right now.
Yeah. And he doesn't have the 2 health bubbles available. Oh, there they are. Happy days.
Oh, I assume that means you're watching from Mikkel's perspective? I shall...
Yes, I'm currently on Mikkel,
copy
yes.
your style then.
Well, Mikkel won the last round, and there's been no frags yet, so then it automatically stays on Mikkel. Yeah, Jesus definitely dominating map and stack control right now. That's a good rocket! Yeah, does it mainly without... like, mostly unreturned. Oh, he hears the rocket. He hears the teleporter. Oh, are you gonna go through there? Oh, he gets out on top, though. I mean, Jesus was not ready for that. Jesus was taken by surprise. And this should be going to Mikkel, surely.
Look at that health at the top. But no, Mikkel just like...
yeah, Mikkel doesn't...
decides I'd rather stack up, get more rockets, get more armor.
I think that last rocket shot was a mistake.
Yeah.
With that, using that over Rell or LG? I don't know about that. That's a good one.
That's a good hit. This should be the
now
frag.
he needs to push. Okay.
Straight line. There we go.
Still, though, you always need to be somewhat careful when you push up to a ranger, because that orb can come out very quickly, so you want to still keep some distance to avoid those telefrags.
Ooh, he's preparing to trap rocket actually, but Jesus is not going for it currently. Also, Jesus has used piercing sight, so he knows that this was going to happen.
Yeah. But damn. Oh.
Nice hits, but nails can sometimes hit so much.
No. He goes for it.
So he got it back. Whoa!
Finds him. Mega will be up too.
Teaches him how to backflip.
Yeah. Sink or swim as he pushes him down. And there we go, Mikkel.
I said Jesus was a joy to watch with how he's flowing in and out of every fight and has fantastic accuracy. But Mikkel can do the exact same. There's a good reason they're both in the semi-final.
Round 3. Fight.
Another hero. It needs a monster.
Sure thing.
Look at that.
Coming at you.
Using the orb to deny the rockets. Nice. Aggressive fight. This should be in Mikkel's favor for sure. He's got the weapons. He's got the stack. A little bit more else he will do it. Oh no, but the counter rail comes out. No, Mikkel, you're not close here.
They're both low.
Yeah, Mega will go to Mikkel though. And he's got some time to go to Heavy.
And orb ready if he wants. 100
nice.
What a kill!
Combo. Beautiful combo. Absolutely amazing shot.
Flawless.
Yeah. Just waiting for the perfect time, launching the bouncing him sky high, and then finishing with the railgun. Absolutely textbook.
Ooh, they're both just waiting for each other here.
Yeah.
They know. Oh, but he misses.
Yeah, Jesus.
Orb time. That's both items for Mikkel.
The rail gets handed out though. Mikkel gonna try and cut him off. He's gonna be successful too, if he can block off the escape route. Oh no, this... yeah.
Oh.
That was too aggressive. The LG just kind of failed him at the very end there, and then pushing up against Jesus' rail. Yeah.
Yeah, he knows that we know that they know.
Yeah, they all know. But wow, Jesus burning off Mega instantly. Look, there's nothing left. That's pretty much exactly 100 damage done right there. Oh, a bit of a unfortunate weapon switch away from Rell.
Oh, if he had peeked slightly earlier, I could have maybe gotten a rail hit from that.
Yeah, he definitely was in position for it. Dancing around the pillar, but obviously Jesus doesn't have the rockets. Might cost him. Oh,
Ooh,
whoa.
so close.
Oh,
That's
Mega
100
gone
there.
again! This is the second time that Jesus just instantly is like, nope, you can take it,
Oh,
but I'm not gonna let you
We
get
saw
any
the
benefit.
animation. We saw the animation. We know that Mikkel just used his piercing sight and
Yeah.
managed to miss anyway. What a pity. And finally, rockets for Jesus.
Yeah, this definitely
Nice
seems-
hits! Oh, the last
but he
one!
misses.
Oh, I thought that.
Could have gone south
That-
very
yes,
quickly.
exactly.
He's behind you. There comes the BJ, and he's gonna get
Double
Mega.
LG with
Yeah,
Mega.
this should be a kill for Mikkel. Nicely done, Mikkel. 2-2. Jesus down to his final champion. If he dies now,
Full
map
stack.
score will be tight.
Full stack for this BJ
Yeah.
who wants to end the map.
Jesus, of course, looking pretty healthy himself. Mikkel trying to set a trap. He wants this so badly. He's gonna set a trap. He's got the LG ready, he's got the rockets ready. Nice damage to start it off with. But that rocket from
Not
Jesus
bad
puts him
given the
out.
situation. That's a good rail hit.
Yeah.
Taking that teleporter can be risky against the Galena.
Jesus hearing all of the rockets decides to not push. Just turn around. Ah, Mikkel
that
missing the rail.
was a fateful miss. That's gonna put
Yeah.
him back to restack for a while. But he's got all the
Mega
time in the
might
world.
be going to Jesus. Yep, Jesus getting Mega.
Oh, he got it behind.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh
no,
no, that
Mikkel.
miss. That miss cost him a round.
Bit of a slow reaction too. He heard the teleporter, but
To fight.
took some time to turn around.
Round begins in
Jesus not out of this yet.
2.
Two first rounds are pretty watershed. But now Jesus is stabilizing a bit. Nah, I'm not gonna find the rail.
Oh, I would have gone for LG there, considering Jesus is still missing it.
Yeah, he definitely still needs this weapon. Hugely important.
Oh,
Here's
heard each other.
footsteps. They both have a... Well, Mikkel now has the best idea first.
What was?
What? But I think he thought he was gonna fall down and not make it on the platform. So he used the orb just to make sure he would get up there. Oh wait, I haven't updated the brackets, I haven't turned them on.
Just feeling each other out.
There we go.
Playing much slower than before now.
Yeah.
But he knows that Mikkel is right below him. Ooh, what a clean
he still
play.
gets it.
I can't believe I've never
Nicely
seen
done.
that. That's a great use of the orb.
Yeah. Shooting the orb up at Mega, rocket jumping up, and then as soon as he picks up Heavy, orbing onto the Mega.
I
Very
really
nicely
can't
done.
believe I've never seen someone do that. That's a
I've
great
seen
play.
that before, but
It seems so obvious now, but I've never
Yeah,
thought of it myself.
it lets you get from Heavy to Mega.
Oh,
in
just
less
saw
than-
him at the corner of his eye.
Yeah. Both players could have like done a lot of damage there, but neither saw the opponent. Jesus knows his opponent is waiting there. He's just hoping to set up a trap. Oh! Here's the nails, gonna cut off Mikkel. Chase is on. Oh, Mikkel doesn't run for it.
Big hits, but that range against the
Mikkel-
nail gun can be
Oh my
dangerous. 5
God.
health remaining for both of them.
5 damage, look at this.
Who can stack up faster? Jesus got access to the nail gun room. Arm is almost up.
Yeah.
Neither of them on it, so it's gonna take a rocket jump.
Wow, though, that was beautifully done by Mikkel because he definitely didn't have the best. I mean, he didn't have the stack or the weapons right there, but heavy nail gun.
Alright, both
Jesus.
items to Jesus plus a rocket rail hit, which
Yeah,
means
Jesus
it's push
winning
time
the-
once more.
Jesus winning the battle to stack up first, and he's chasing once more. Here we go. Not gonna hit the first rail. And Mikkel's gonna be able to escape. That's always risky pushing through a teleporter, because there
Yeah.
might be a 100 damage rocket waiting on the other side.
And by now, Mikkel has gotten his stack back up to more than 100. So it's not as ambitious as it was
Mikkel!
before! But those
One
big
more.
hits! Oh, he gets out!
the
I will
order.
not peek now! Run! Why?
Yeah, Jesus, that was a bit of a... I mean, he only had 2 minutes left. With 1 frag in the lead. Which is obviously far too long to just hide, but still, that's decent to hang on to as a status
Ooh,
quo.
look
but
at that, he's trapping the rocket. It's like, oh, you want to pick that up? You want to pick that up?
Yeah, that was very
Got him, you have LG!
Jesus, is in a bad spot right now. Oh, doesn't land to rail. That
Oh.
will go. Nicely done. Yeah, Mikkel is just using his piercing sight so effectively. Oh! Oh, he's gonna regret jumping down a little prematurely. If he had stayed up just a half a second later, he would have been able to just go to the platform and take the fight to Jesus, who had nothing.
We've seen some amazing rocket hits. Like that airborne from down here to armor. The precise just now. Good stuff. Oh, that's not enough LG hits for Mikkel. And he rockets himself, so it's time to get out now, I'd say. Come on, man.
Yeah, missing the rail.
Totem!
Oh, Mikkel going through the totem, yep.
Alright, he knows where that Galen is. He knows that she's trying to catch him off.
And he knows that he
there
has
we go.
40 seconds left to stay alive to just
Oh.
win the map.
That's right, that's right.
Down to 30, he doesn't need to... He's in a good position right now, but he's gotta be careful.
Actually got hit, and those ubbles. Those ubbles aren't up.
Uh-oh, he's gotta run. Oh no, wait, are you waiting, Mikkel? What is that with that? He's gonna go down.
He was waiting to make sure that Lackalane is actually pushing through there. Because he knows
Yeah.
that she could alternatively also just take the teleporter and go straight to Tribolt. And catch him. In which case he would have needed to go the other way. That's 100, so she knows exactly where he is.
Exact same mistake. No, Mikkel.
Ah,
Round 4 complete.
That was a bit of a throw up against the Galena, and he goes to the teleporter to eat 100 damage not once, but twice in a row.
that hurts. That really hurts.
Round
Yeah.
begins in
Mikkel, come on, you're still in this.
2, 1. Fight.
If Jesus wins on this map, Mikkel's gonna be kicking himself over that.
Yeah. Jesus, starting with the opening damage, good rockets. But the nails aren't bad either.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
missed that roll.
Uh-oh, and he can't push for it either. It's gonna be Mikkel with...
How'd that sound? Decent rockets, decent. Is that enough
More
for
than
you
just
to want to
decent.
push?
It's 150 damage right there.
Oh, solid shotgun, 60 each, I think.
That was so much damage. Like those 3 rockets, that was 75 and then 40 and 30, that's 150 damage, and then the shotgun just finished it off. Oh, and then again!
Again 120 and 2 rockets, but that's a bad weapon choice with that railgun.
Yeah. He should still be able to get it though. Yeah.
Just barely.
Mikkel not in time to pick up the mega.
Ooh. You could have predicted that spawn and tried to rail him there.
Yeah.
Good hit,
One
but you
rail.
know that's about to be
One
dual
more
wield
will
use.
do
No,
it.
he rocket jumped out. He rocket jumped out.
Oh! Jesus, damn, not expecting that. Risky play. The map before was Corrupted Keep. Wizor is in chat right now.
Oh, that LG,
That's
wow.
gonna be it.
Round
54%.
Oh, that was
Oh no. That's actually it.
That was Mikkel's map to lose. Not Jesus' to win, but Mikkel had all the opportunities to take that one. And instead he's gonna go down 2-0. Doesn't manage to place for the grand finals. But at least we know that Jeesuspietari is going to be our very first contender in the grand finals.
Yeah, and one of the viewers of this channel as well.
Indeed.
Makes
that
us
too.
proud.
And now
Although I
Wizor-
gotta say, I really feel for Mikkel here.
Yeah.
Because
Mikkel.
that mistake that in trying to run there in round 4 at the end of that is so unnecessary. It's so
Yeah, there were several
hurts.
mistakes made. Okay, Wizor. That's it. Wizor, that's 2-0, so we're ready for your matches now.
Mikkel being a good sport about it though, saying good luck in finals. That's nice
Yeah.
to see.
Jesus, that guy is good, says Borns. He sure is, man. He sure is.
Right, another look at the bracket then. Wow, we're really closing in on the end. It's this semi-final and then the grand final.
Yeah. Grand final will, of course, be delayed a bit before we'll get into that. Now let's take a very quick look at what has happened at the elite level. They're still going on. Van Geur versus Neutrino is not done yet. It's interesting. Definitely would have expected that to at least be over at this point. There we go. I'm in the party too. pdemon screams heads. Some interpret this as him saying that he wants heads for the coin flip, but we all know that just he's saying that heads will roll. It's his battle cry. pdemon gearing up to put up a show. Mikkel is also in chat right now.
Oh.
Well played, man. Well,
Yeah, as I said, I really feel for you. That's a heartbreaking loss on Blood Run. Like who knows what would have happened on the last map. So I wouldn't be like, oh, this one tiny mistake stopped me from getting into grand finals. But it still really hurts. And
you definitely had the opportunities. Unlucky.
Although I want to make it very clear, we all very much appreciate your good sportsmanship in staying nice after something like that. I'm sure I would have tilted. I'm sure Xhep would have tilted, and there's quite a few others that would have too. And you're a wonderful guy for keeping composure there.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to be AFK for just a literal minute, so you'll have to do this for yourself for a second. The map picks. Be right back.
I'm so lonely now. Is this revenge for what I ate? So yeah, we've got the map picks here. ZTN, that's Blood Run for pdemon. Then Corrupted Keep for Wizor. Both of these maps have been very popular tonight. Blood Covenant Veil of North banned, which means Ruins of Sarnath shall be our decider. Interesting. So I think Veil of North does actually stand as people's overall least popular duel map. For a long time I was still blaming it on it being new and, you know, people just not trusting themselves on having learned it properly. But at this point I think it's safe to say they actually don't like it very much. Or at least don't like their chances on it. I say that as someone who does actually enjoy it. Right. In the absence of anything else to talk about, here is the fashion show between these two visors. So you can see they went for very similar hairstyles in this Irokese Native American haircut. One in gold or brass or bronze or whatever that is, and one in black. While pdemon decides to contrast that with a strong red, which shows a bold choice of good and evil. Red is blood and black is darkness, so evil and evil against Vice's championship. As you can see, actually you can't see it here, but if you remember, hold on, I'm saying ready on Flea's behalf, I'm sure it's fine. But as you can see on Vice's profile pic thing, he actually has a background for the Mastery Rune of Doom, which is another sign that he's quite proud of his achievements, and I'm slowly turning into the voice of Donald Trump. the famous fashion designer and critiquer. And yes, it is quite fashionable, and we will now be seeing the other champions and their wonderful fashion choices. Let's see here, we have a pdemon with a ranger in a color that I actually can't tell you because I'm colorblind. I don't think it's black, I think it's like blue or purple, but certainly dark.
What is going on right now?
Nothing at all! Good evening! Welcome back!
What did I come back to? Were you mocking me?
No!
To be an impression of me?
No! No,
Oh
really
my
wasn't.
God.
It
Okay.
was Donald Trump, the fashion advisor.
Oh, okay. Donald Trump, the fashion advisor, of course.
You give me 1 minute alone and I come up with shit like that.
I can't believe I didn't realize that with him.
As a guest
Here,
star.
I'm having a quick snack too, so we'll also be muting for like the first round real quick.
Alright then. I
Then
hope
you're
you
welcome for the
enjoyed
cast, Mikkel.
Hope you enjoyed the snack very much.
Round begins in 3.
As we will now be seeing a very important game, as you can hear from my voice. It is very important. That's a smart orb. Letting him grab both the rocket launcher and attacking this armor really fast. As there'll be no racing here trying to deny rocket launcher from his opponent. Taking teleporter, hoping to find him there. Right, only weapon he's missing at this point is the LG. Let's see if he can predict this. Yes, he can. 2 rails traded back and forth. But pdemon is the one who finds himself raidable after that. So he grabs this armor that he desperately needed. And time for a fight that I predict will end in a frag. There it is, with 9 health remaining for pdemon. That's a first sign of these two being very close to each other in skill level. Just is my reaction to that. Feel free to clip it. That's all I have to say. Just super clean charged rails, because he knew that Wizor had to go for those rockets. pdemon maintaining complete control over these major items. %71% of the Earth's surface is covered by water. The other 29% is covered by pdemon. But he does actually... Wizor does actually manage to take that frag then. Oh, sorry, I should probably switch perspectives. Assuming that Flea's perspective is also on follow killer. So we're watching from Wizor now, who just grabbed this armor, trying to cross at a moment where he takes the least amount of LG damage. Worked decently well, and he's hitting a lot here. Ooh! If he had placed that slightly further back.
I'm very surprised to see that not do any damage. Like he goes straight into it. Oh, that rocket.
The trap snaps shut. As Wizor
Kills
just
all of
barely
his
escapes a
momentum.
light and hits that flick rail. So confident to even show himself at that point.
Yeah.
Oh, right behind him though, right behind him. That's not a lot of damage being done from Wizor here, but he does get both major items. So he's got the advantage here. Picks up some ammo, possibly a missed chance of dealing real damage to that rocket.
It's a very good idea where the other player is right now.
Right, he's
Very
learned his
little
lesson. He
delay.
placed that one a bit closer to the teleport exit. Ooh, still pick. Oh, I don't think he saw him cross. I don't think he knows that pdemon is still in that little corner.
Oh,
Actually going for it now, but so much LG knocking him back. I don't
pdemon
think
gets
that
out.
armor was worth it at the end of the day. And he runs into the totem. Oh my.
Oh, pdemon was just shooting some defensive rockets and then one hop backwards into the totem. That's gonna be enough. Nicely done.
Yeah.
Very aggressive, high-skilled first match.
Of course, you can't talk down the game between Jesus and Mikkel that we saw just now. But this right here is just a massive, just an absolute top-level game. Like, I would not be surprised if both of these players get promoted to Elite next month.
Yeah, Jesus is gonna have his work cut out.
Look at those rockets! Just
Yeah.
playing pinball.
Whoever wins this, Jesus is up for, I mean, there's a challenge waiting for him. That much is clear.
Yes, no doubt.
Out of rockets, Wizor is gonna need to stack back up on them. We're seeing Galena used a lot on this map, I must... Oh my god, the 7s! So many of them. We've seen more Galenas on this map than we have Dooms. It's quite surprising.
We've seen more 7s on this map than I have in grade school.
Wizor, yeah, look at that.
Solid stuff there.
Oh, he hears that his opponent's already escaped. I didn't think he was aware of that just yet.
Out of rocket ammo and low on LG ammo. But
Yeah.
he's gonna have to dip down to at least one of those two sometime soon.
Yeah, Wizor definitely needs to get those extra resources.
Alright,
They've been in a
loads
lot of
of
trouble
delay
otherwise.
in between the items. Mega being first, pdemon trying to find a way on it, but LG from below is so powerful.
Ah, doesn't hit anything of the rocket. That was close.
He's
Mega.
left Mega!
is-
I think Wizor miscounted that. Mistimed.
Yeah. Yeah, he was shooting rockets all the way on top, taking a lot of time to get over. Gonna result in being stolen by pdemon. He doesn't have any LG. He's only got 4 rockets left.
Bit of a standoff for
tribal.
armor now.
The
Wizor
tribal
doesn't
is
even go for it. Ooh, those nails. There's a very nail-friendly angle.
Ooh, nice
Oh,
little
interesting
jump.
style. Yeah, he actually put it on the ground first and then on the wall.
Yeah, just two bullets. Usually you see people do like 3 or 4 up against the wall, but this was very clean.
My life sustains you.
Now pdemon has to hang on to this Galena, because if he doesn't, then he's 2 rounds down, and that's difficult to come back from.
Wizor and Jesus played in the group stage, says Mikkel.
Oh, they did?
I'd like to take a look at that when we get the chance.
Yeah, hey, Mixer, it was not just what you applied for is what you got. That's not how it worked. The divisions were fleshed out and filled in based on availability and how many people...
Not to mention, Wizor really is
Okay.
only such a gigantic name in 2v2. He really
That's
has
true.
not dominated duel as much.
Oh, that's a big rocket to eat. Good. Coming back out of Wizor now, obviously. It is pdemon who needs to catch up this time. He's 1 frag down. And that's going to be difficult because he's up against a ranger. That orb allows him so much escapability. Really needs to catch him at a good spot.
He's got those items, he's got that sack and a direct rocket!
Yep, nicely done.
Clean,
pdemon.
clean. He
Tying
barely
it
took
up.
anything back in terms of damage.
And he's got the Mega waiting for him. Good delay to get to Heavy too.
Rail, my man. That's rail distance. Oh.
Is the only release. I will not.
Oh, confident rockets from Wizor waiting on him.
Oh!
Oh, 2 of them were waiting there.
Yeah.
There are
I was
2
about to
divisions,
say.
lady.
Prepare to fight.
There's the elite division, which is for basically all of the established
Round begins.
pros and the highest skilled players. And then there is the challenger division, which
Round 3.
is basically everyone else.
Torturing me like this.
And at the end of the this season, this is the first season if you want to call it that, the top players from challenger will move to elite.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, where
Yeah.
they will hopefully
The-
get a chance to play with the big boys.
Yeah. The rule set on promotion is a little bit vague, but you can't do it any other way when you don't know how many people are going to be signing up. But obviously,
Yeah.
the better you did in Challenger, the more likely you are to promote.
Yeah. Both items up. Nice. What? Oh, that was a mistake. Wizor messing up the jump. I still got a lot of damage out of it.
Oh,
Doesn't
those
take all
rockets
that
are
much.
not big enough.
Yeah, 30 in total. That's not what you want to see. Yeah, Wizor have messed up the jump over to Heavy, and it's pdemon to get them both.
pdemon should be going for this LG by now. He was playing a bit too careful there, trying to sneak, while Wizor was still busy stacking up through nails. Ooh, that direct!
Big rocket.
What are your 3D classes now?
Yeah, definitely. Heavy is still up. Oh no, pdemon takes the bait. I think pdemon was under the impression
Completely
that
out of ammo. Completely out of ammo on Rocket and LG.
Yeah, rockets will be there for him. Oh, this is a
didn't
nail
hit anything.
fight.
No hits, no hits.
Neither. There we go.
It's like the Matrix, man.
That was, I think, probably like 40.
Oh, he's gonna meet him.
shots.
He's gonna meet him on rockets again.
Yep.
That's finally gonna be bigger hits on both sides, actually.
No. pdemon gets out, surprising.
Yeah, pdemon on better stack too. With 30 health remaining for Wizor. That's it.
There we go. Nicely done by pdemon. Nixer saying that Wizor apparently has a 2180 rank in duel as well.
Oh, well,
It's
that's
definitely
not
elite.
that out of place. Loads of the quarterfinal guys had 2100.
Yeah, that's true. There were plenty of people at around 2100. So he's really not all that out of place.
Ooh, if he had held that rocket slightly longer, it could have been a big hit.
Yeah. Mega is up. Good trap. He's gonna come out on top, especially because he took damage before he picked up Mega.
They're both very fast on trigger with the
Yep.
rails, and at least in this game, it's kind of caused them to miss a lot. So I'd like to see them take it slightly slower, you know, place the crosshair where the opponent is about to go and wait for him to cross. Good hits, but not quite enough.
Yeah.
As Wizor is left on 30 health, but Mega's there for him, so he's not in too much trouble. He hurt the totem, but I guess it wasn't there. This is where it was.
So just checking the stream title again. There we go. Yeah, pdemon, he definitely has to make something happen, and he's got the stack right now, but he's only got one to again catch Wizor on a ranger. Exactly. Oh no!
Come on, give me the double! Oh, I really thought it was gonna go for a double mid. Yeah, what is this?
Oh my god!
What is this fight? So aggressive on both sides.
Insane. Yeah, he's using his orb, goes through a teleporter.
Once more, Wizor in a lot of trouble in terms of ammo.
Oh, come on, pdemon, laying some good nails. Yeah, finishes it off. Nicely done. That was just first Wizor, insane aggression, orbing through the teleporter, and then pdemon with nothing but a rail left is like, oh, you know what? Here I come. Oh no. No. When you're up against the Galena, you've got to be oh so careful jumping through those teleporters every single time. It's okay, Mixer, I understand why you feel like it's not entirely fair. We're not part of the admin stuff, we just cost. But I also understand why they would want some like bigger names on both sides. And either way, if Wizor does well, and he makes it through to the Grand Finals, he wins them, it's likely that he's just going to be bumped up to the Elite Division. So this is still the very first Quake Open League ever, so of course it takes a little bit of figuring things out, balancing everything correctly. So rest assured, things will become more and more balanced and fair over time. Oh, pdemon rocket shooting a bit low. That's gonna allow Wizor to push in.
Got the signature
Mega.
zooms, nails
And
there, and the
Della
orb
frag.
actually gets it.
Yeah, nicely done. pdemon must have smelled blood. He knew that his opponent was so low that breathing on him would finish it, and that's exactly what he did. No nails connect. pdemon definitely got him out on top of that fight. pdemon just sitting on the armor. At this point, I would probably deny it. No, that's not gonna work. Now he doesn't have the orb to go. Ooh, but Wizor! Wow, very fast reaction. Wizor throwing that orb up. pdemon like, nah, get back here. You ain't going nowhere.
Fast switches too.
Yeah, and nice, he's gonna catch him.
My
It's true.
God!
So
3-2.
Totem waiting for him though, so he
So
took some
many
damage there, but
sorry to interrupt you, but so many maps today have gone down to the final round. It's unbelievable. Like, I agree with you that there still is some balancing to be done on who belongs in Elite, who belongs in Challenger.
Find another way.
But simply through the sample size of what is this fight?
Oh, pdemon.
Oh,
pdemon just, yeah, he surrenders. He knew it was over right then and there. And that's not how you want to start the final round of the first map.
yeah. Yeah, and just through the sample size of so many players signing up here, the final games have just balanced themselves into such close games.
Oh, yeah.
So close matchups.
Oh, 21 damage. That could have been huge.
Time for armor.
Have
Do you want to
you
rail that?
suffered?
Do you want to rail that? Apparently not.
He's not fast enough. pdemon currently winning the stack fight, but Wizor's gonna find some armor for himself as well. Both players playing this slower than we saw before. They both feel, or they know, that there's a lot of weight behind this one particular round. Now Wizor gonna get heavy. He's gonna chase for Mega. He won't, but he'll have a pretty good idea of when it's taken. Both players should have perfect item times at this point.
Isaac keeps predicting this teleporter play, when really pdemon is just closer to the pad that needs to...
Oh, good rail.
Yeah.
pdemon, so patient right there though, just waiting because he knew that eventually Wizor would go over there. Ah, good rail.
Oh,
Oh, the telefrag, and a pure one too. Not by the 100 damage, but by the actual...
Talk about 100 damage!
Yeah.
That's the totem.
pdemon, this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity.
Oh, we actually
Pushing with the
can't
nails.
stay to pick up the
Green
bubbles
ball will do
because
it.
that nailed, that plasma gun is just putting on so much pressure.
Yeah.
Wizor can win this. With what?
Oh, the rockets.
Final champion of the final frag. Sorry, of the final round. Every time, man. Every time.
Yep. Two totems right next to one another.
It's not good for my nerves.
Oh, we might see it happening right there. No, is it gonna push? He doesn't have a rail though, pdemon. Definitely wants that. And Wizor actually leaving up, not for long. He was leaving up the totem for quite a while actually. Thought it might have been like a tactical decision. To not alert his opponent. Oh, this should be it! Oh no, he bounces him into
Big
Mega.
hits.
Just a little bit
There
more,
we
and that's
go.
gonna be it. pdemon.
Oh, he's happy about it too. You can see it in the mouth shake.
Yeah, overjoyed because that was a close match.
That was amazing. On
Mixer,
both sides just playing fantastically here.
Yeah. Very much so. I like that when we can always at the end of a map on the Elite stream because the viewer count shoots up by like 10 to 15 people. Hey Xhep. How are you doing, man? Enjoying the F1? Because you did say that that's what you wanted to go watch.
Was it Grand Prix of Spain today? Not sure.
I actually don't know. Absolutely no clue about that. Also, just to keep you all updated on what's happening. As I correctly ended up predicting, Vangur did beat Neutrino 2-1. So it's going to be semi-final 1, Killson versus Cypher. And then Garpy versus Vangur. So those are going to be our semis for the day. And then we will have our grand final.
Prepare for draft.
We're moving on to Corrupted Keep. Let me double check super fast who his pick that was. That was Wizor's pick. Both gone with BJ. Both very confident in their LGs.
Oh, we were getting some clarification from Xhep that the fails PS drop that f***s up his jump to the teleporter. We were really wondering, Xhep. We both thought there's no way that he like deliberately killed himself or suicided or hit the respawn button.
I see.
We thought that it was a failed jump. So it's good to have some clarification.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, so this is... Oh, I didn't set up the overlays. Let me just very quickly take care of that. Got pdemon versus Wizor.
Ooh, that last rocket was big. Trying to just get to the bubbles, but he gets blasted over into the corner where the rocket is easy to hit.
And let's very quickly turn them on. There we go, overlays back. Yeah, pdemon really looking for health. Luckily for him, there's plenty of health bubbles on this side of the map. The defensive rockets need to be really big right now. Oh, he jumps, but Wizor, did he not have any?
Oh, I thought he was going to die to the lava there.
Almost
He was so close
there.
to it.
Come on, Billy boy. Stay.
And IF-22 is an old school Dutch Quake that was famous for his plus black play. Ah, okay, okay. We were not aware of that. Thank you for the clarification, man. Still, GG's. Heavy going to pdemon. Using that ability so early, he's landing the shot though. Of course, 1 LG will shred your stack, 2 at the same time. Well, if the accuracy is right, little to be done about that.
Oh, talk
Wizor!
about accuracy.
Yep, Wizor just strafe jumping right into pdemon's crosshair and then just gets...
100 there, 60 there. Time to chase.
Yeah.
Not even necessary because just jump straight over the LG.
Wow, pdemon just so solid.
Prepare to
Yeah, but he was
He's
down to his
looking
own
set
last
to
champion.
Take this all the way, man.
You gotta
If
keep
he
in mind.
continues playing this way, Wizor really needs to take a breath,
2,
recompose himself, because we know he can do it.
2, fight.
Right, race to rocket.
Oh,
Demon's there
aggressive!
first. LG
One
in the
more.
straight line, misses the mid-air, and that's gonna cost him the frag.
Yep, that's gonna be Wizor.
Shut us.
1 frag up. Oh, wow, pdemon! He's just going with basic MG, isn't he?
That's so confident.
Yeah. Well,
They're both
I mean, he
low
didn't get a
now.
kill, but they're both about equally low, so...
One gets mega, one gets armor. In those kinds
Yeah.
of matchups, armor is better since it's harder to stack up the small items, and you lose it first in any ship damage fight.
Yeah.
Oh, just the
yeah,
shotgun
that
there?
range.
You had MG.
He does have heavy machine gun, that would have definitely been better.
Ooh, this is how you die!
pdemon!
Oh.
pdemon caught snoozing for a second, doesn't know where it's coming from, but he finds him on the exit anyways. At least there's no delay between the major items, so that should be Wizor getting at least one of them. Yes, heavy goes to him. DLG
that-
again!
that is just-
Oh, what?
What?
Okay.
Hold on.
Time to die.
Wizor dual wielding nail guns out of nowhere, and again?
Round 2 complete.
Holy shit, look at these nails.
I'm speechless.
Prepare to fight.
Wizor looked like he was down to like 20 HP.
Yeah.
As opposed to pdemon with like a stack of 150.
I was really impressed by that LG aim.
Round 3.
I pressed tab to see the percentage, to see the accuracy. And by the time I had stopped pressing tab, the next frag had already happened.
Yeah, it was just the same again. Using that the heavy nail gun very effectively. Wizor having some difficulties getting on there. He needs some more LG ammo, so definitely don't forget to pick it up before you leave. Now Wizor has the
decent
better
hits.
positioning here.
Yeah.
He's dishing out the damage. He does not pick up more LG ammo. Hope that doesn't bite him later. Interesting to see 2 BJs on this map. Don't think we've seen 2 of them be picked
Yeah,
at the same
true.
time today.
Wizor now in a very awkward spot. Taking away the LG in order to not make a sound. He's gonna get this heavy oh no, he's not!
pdemon waiting for it.
Yeah, he got one little gauntlet hit, but against someone with both major items, that's just not enough.
Yeah, definitely isn't.
Double LG versus single LG. But Wizor
the
finds
single.
himself much lower. Time to chase, pdemon. Time to chase. You know he still needs rockets.
pdemon has the advantage right now. Oh no, not gonna do any damage.
Still fightable. Come on.
Yeah, for sure.
Orb in, orb in! What was that? Oh, interesting. Wow, what an orb play. Just another really smart one that I somehow haven't seen before.
Yeah, we've seen some very clever orb use today. Wizor kind of stuck there. Yeah, he's gonna eat one rocket. Oh, but dodges into the room. So risky. He's gonna come out on top though. Oh, that was pdemon's jump. That was the riskiest thing I saw all day.
Oh, just before the mega spawns, he goes down to the starting machine gun.
Yeah. That jump by pdemon though, he just jumped backwards into the room, not even looking at what's happening. And he got lucky that Wizor went through the teleporter at just the right time, because otherwise that would have been bad.
Wizor always, even on the last map, just always plays on the verge, on the last bit of ammo that he could possibly have.
Yep, no rockets anymore, no. So, gotta stack up on that, but there is
Oh, yeah, there's
some
ammo
ammo.
here.
Yep, there's 5 of them right there.
Oh, good predictions, but
No, turns around just.
pdemon doubles back. Alright, that LG can be heard. No doubt pdemon is paying attention right now.
Yeah. Oh, faking out the jump, I think. He tried to
I'm
fake
not
out.
sure. What I actually think happened there is there's a little bug with those stairs where you can't walk forward.
That might be. I thought it looked like a fake out, like one jump, hoping that his opponent thinks that it's gonna be a double jump, following it up, shooting a premature rocket, and then
Prepare to fight.
you slide in between them. It's 2-1, pdemon
Round begins in
on match point right now, actually.
2, 1. Fight.
All he needs is one more.
Ooh, that's not
Oh.
much damage. The 80 was
Yeah.
nice, but apart from that,
Oh, another one. Oh!
oh, the precise
God.
into the corner. The knockback winning
Yeah,
the fight
pdemon
there.
expecting the spawn and the rush for rockets. Not gonna happen.
Alright,
Hey,
that's a BJ ability used extremely early. It's actually not over yet.
BJ really low.
Both items up. pdemon elects to go for Mega. Armor stays up. Because Wizor still hasn't gotten it. I wonder if pdemon
Yes.
is aware of that. Yeah, I think he is.
Now he's eating one rocket. Oh.
That's
Yeah,
not
just-
enough damage.
Now these are awkward fights. Like both players just in strange positions, doing little damage. Oh, but he refines him. Yeah, Wizor can't push
Yeah.
for that. Not with the
Wait.
rockets on that fight.
Yeah, wait till the dual wield is over. And, you know, just,
this might-
just win the fight on Mega.
Yeah, this might be it for pdemon though. One frag is all he needs.
Oh yeah, that's right!
Oh no!
That was fast! What's happening?
Is he gonna chase? Is he gonna push? Wizor gonna use the berserk to get out of there?
No, he's right under... Ah, he could have paid better attention. He doesn't have rockets, unfortunately, so that high
Oh
ground is
no,
really bad.
Wizor!
What's so much, but that is...
Oh,
Round
pdemon into the grand finals so convincingly. Wow, I don't think many people would have expected that. I mean, obviously pdemon is a top level player, so it was expected that he would put up a good challenge and that he might even win. But this was just dominant.
So,
2-0.
our grand final in Challenger, very religious. Jesus versus Demon.
It's gonna be Jesus versus the pdemon, yes indeed. For the grand finals, but
Yeah, we're
So
gonna
the
wait a
verdict-
little bit in order to let
Yeah.
Elite finish their games, so we can get ourselves hosted for that game. I believe it'll be best of 5, is that right, in the grand final?
yes, I think the best of finals are indeed going to be best of 5.
And the winner gets $100.
The winner does
Loser
get $100.
gets some in-game stuff.
Let's take a quick look and
Not
see what
much.
is happening. Yeah, let's see what's happening in the elite stage. Kilson looking like he might take the first map. He's 2 rounds ahead of Cypher. Oh no, 2-1. Cypher just took one back. Jesus versus Demon, yeah. We've got so many puns going on. Cypher trying to turning things around, but okay, so I guess that's
actually quite a bit of waiting time, since both semifinals
Yeah.
and the grand final of Elite still have to happen.
Let's see. You're about to see the Book of Revelations going down.
Alright, so that's still the first map.
Yeah, that is indeed still the first map. I'm just checking for confirmation in the Discord, but I mean that's what we discussed. So there's probably going to be like a. I mean, there's 3 matches that need to be played, and the first map of this one is almost over. So I would imagine like an hour and a half, perhaps. 2. I don't know what you.
It's a good question. I usually estimate 15 to 20 minutes per map.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't
But
know
then-
how many.
Yeah, you
they'll
don't know
need.
if it's gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can vary a lot.
Let's have a minimum. So this one's gonna last at least 15 minutes of the map after this.
Yeah.
Then 2 maps in the other semifinal. Then 3 maps in the grand final. That's 6 maps of 15 minutes each is the absolute minimum that I'm estimating here.
It's an hour and a half,
Yes,
and then
an hour
2
and a
hours
half.
is a good maximum, I would say.
Well, 2 maps would be added in the grand final, 1 in the semifinal and 1 in this. And all of those could have been 20 minutes.
Yeah. So Twitch just confirmed it.
Confirmed what?
That there will be a considerable break right now,
Okay.
and that one EU Elite ends. That we will be hosted to cover the final match. So I mean, I suppose we should leave the stream running, but just with a be back at that time or something.
Oh, like whether we use the pause thing, the pause overlay, or do we
Yeah, I mean,
host the Elite one?
Yeah, that's what I'm.
That's the question here. That is the question.
I don't know. I think we might.
I mean, I don't think people would stay for a 1.5 hour pause screen
Yeah.
anyway. So
I do suppose that we're going to. Hang on, let me just check with Twitch real quick. Just check in with him, and then we're probably going to take the stream down for a little bit, guys. We're gonna host the Elite Grand Finals, and then we'll be back probably in like an hour and a half, something like that, to cast the Elite Grand Finals. Not the Elite, the Challenger Grand
Challenger,
Final.
yeah.
No, but I think it's good that there's some delay, even regardless of the whole getting host stuff. I feel like even if we could go ahead and play our grand finals, it still doesn't do it justice. You know, this has been a month in the making. There's good players in here that could go toe to toe with many of the people that are in Elite. So I feel like if we would play this right now for 40 viewers, that would be an injustice to
Yeah.
to the players and the tournament. So, okay, Twitch has confirmed it. Guys, I'm going to end the stream for the time being. And then in probably an hour and a half, something like that, we will be back to cast the grand finals of the EU Challenger Division. So I hope you're all looking forward to that. It is going to be pdemon
Against
going
Jesus.
off against Jesus, as we said, a biblical duel. Okay, Unida, I look forward to it, man. So guys, thank you all for watching already. Please don't stray too far. In an hour and a half, we will be back for more high-level Quake. Thank you all, and see you soon.